Hello, Barça fans. Who's ready for Barça Live? Who's excited after us being top of the table after the win by Rayo Vallecano yesterday against Real Madrid? We are league leaders after 12 games played in LaLiga. This is the last game before the World Cup, so we want to keep that position. How things change, huh? 2 weeks ago, it's all a disaster. We've been eliminated from the Champions League. Everybody was ready to quit on everything. And now we're league leaders. Exciting times. Let's go do it at a very difficult stadium today. El Sadar, traditionally very difficult for Barca. We drew there last year, for example. We'll see how we do today. Xavi has picked the lineup that we have on our screens. Bruno, at El Sadar, take us through that lineup.
Yes, hello and good evening. We are here in El Sadar, one of the toughest grounds to play football for sure. Really difficult game, the one that Barça are having this evening. You have the lineup here on your screens. Let's make a quick review today. No surprises in goal with Marc-André ter Stegen, Alejandro Valde, Andreas Christensen, he's back in the lineup, Marcos Alonso and Jordi Alba forming the back four. In the middle of the park today, Sergio Busquets, Frenkie de Jong and Pedri, and up front, Ferran Torres, Robert Lewandowski and Ousmane Dembélé, the Frenchman who scored the opening goal at the Spotify Camp Nou in the last league game. And well, all the rest of the players available in the bench. Yeah, as we have said, big surprise, or basically big news, to see Christensen again in the starting lineup. And well, Barca will try, of course, to take the 3 points. If they win this evening, they will for sure end before the international break for the World Cup, leaders of La Liga Santander.
Yes, Bruno, we are leaders indeed, and we want to defend that today at El Sadar. We have a lot to unpack, so let's get to it. Let's head over to the couches. Spencer Siegel, welcome back. We are league leaders.
Yeah, and happy to be in that position. You were saying before, like it was all a drama, like 1 week ago, 2 weeks ago, everything was going down, and then suddenly Real Madrid goes against Rayo Vallecano, they lose, and we are there. And hopefully we can take that position so we go to the World Cup leading this La Liga.
An absolute roller coaster of a season, Spence.
But
Emotional
also,
roller coaster.
Yeah, in La Liga's perspective, though, also kind of strange in that it feels like we've been league leaders even after the loss to Madrid, because we always played the game on the match day before Madrid.
Yeah.
So we would then take over, and then they would get the win back. But in this case, now we have a chance, even if they win on Thursday, no matter what happens, to be league leaders. So I like the way that sounds.
Right, we have the lineup. It's right underneath us here. Let us know, do you like it? Rate it from 1 to 10 on the live chat. 1 being the lowest, 10 being the highest. You know the rules. Let us know your thoughts on this lineup, what you would have done differently. Are you happy that Christensen has returned to the centre of defence? Do you like that Xavi's staying consistent with the front line, with Dembélé, with Lewandowski and Ferran? We did well the other day attacking with these 3 players. Let us know your thoughts on the live chat. Rate the lineup from 1 to 10. Irati Vidal, your thoughts?
My thought is that I'm really happy Christensen is there, because that means Barca is just coming back with all the injuries they have, and now, of course, with that month and a half we will have with the World Cup and everything, is really good news. He goes to that stop playing as a starting lineup. I really like also Valde is playing there, and we know how Xavi is. When things worse, he doesn't change, so we were expecting this front with Dembélé, Lewandowski and Ferran.
Spence, I see some 8s, I see some 9s. People generally happy. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I love the idea of Christensen being back. I think that's great for him, especially from a personal standpoint, because he's also trying to make it with Denmark in the World Cup. And you've got these mixes at the top in terms of the wingers who are available and who are all playing well when they're called upon. So can Dembélé or Ferran contribute? And if not, then do you try to put somebody else in there afterwards? This is a game where halftime and second half substitutions will make a difference, I think, on both sides.
Right, well, we're seeing on our screens how the players and staff are saying hi to Abde, former Barca player. Today, not available for Osasuna. It was in the it was one of the clauses in the loan contract that Abde wouldn't be able to play against Barca, like what happened with Nico, with Valencia. Right, Bruno, Osasuna, dangerous team. What are they putting up against us?
Really dangerous team. They won at Balaidos in last weekend, and today they are starting with Aitor Fernandez in goal. Careful with this goalkeeper, that after the injury of Herrera has won the spot in the starting lineup. Aitor playing really good football between the sticks. In defense today with Nacho Vidal, Unai Garcia, David Garcia, and Juan Cruz as left back. In midfield, Aimar Oroz, the youngster who is also one of the recent and good names of LaLiga Santander this year. Lucas Torro, Moncayola, and Moy Gomez, and up front, Rubén Garcia and Chimi Avila, of course, one of the headliners. Chimi Avila scoring an amazing goal the other day in Balaidos, absolutely on fire. El Chimi is going to be tough. As we said, Aimar also one of the youngsters who is shining, playing for Osasuna, and well, always to take into account defender David Garcia for Osasuna. Top team, really solid side. They are doing a really good task in these recent years in this amazing stadium. Well, let's ask the second question today after rating the lineup for all our audience. So you can start typing on the live chat. Our question today is, what's the best thing about the last few days? Option number 1, the win against Almeria of FC Barcelona. Option number 2, Piqué's farewell in the Spotify Camp Nou, also amazing moments. Or number 3, Rayo's win against Real Madrid. Let's send your answers. I'm gonna say probably because also it's the recent one, but the win yesterday of Rayo Vallecano at Vallecas. What a game, what a performance for the team managed by Andoni Iraola in a crazy game, but what a winning, what 3 points, incredible. And this is how La Liga is about. 38 games, not just the 2 duels between the sides. It's a long championship. Let's see the options here in the live chat. Spike saying option number 3, also the win of Rayo. Note TK also saying number 3, the win of Rayo. Kadda saying also the win of Rayo. I'm just seeing number 3s here on the live chat now. Also Dognov saying the farewell of Gerard Piqué. Cowell the win against Almeria. But well, basically in the live chat, guys, many number 3s as a majority option. I don't know in the studio your opinion. As I said, I'm gonna stay also there in number 3. That amazing win of Rayo Vallecano.
Yeah, it's difficult not to go with the recency bias. The win against Almeria was great at Camp Nou, and there was the great emotional tribute to Gerard Piqué there. But when Real Madrid loses kind of unexpectedly, it's always fun as well.
Yeah, for me it's a mix between 1 and 3, because we wouldn't have been celebrating this Real Madrid defeat if we wouldn't have won the other day against Almeria. So I choose that, but of course it gives you that spicy that yesterday you go to sleep like happier because you saw what happened to Real Madrid.
I'm going to be a bit of a sentimentalist right now and say that, Madrid will lose games throughout the year and Barça will win games throughout the year, but Piqué, he can only have one retirement. In most cases, most players just do it once, but...
well, he could have another one today if he comes off the bench.
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I wonder. I think we're all thinking that, right? He's on the bench. I don't know. We'll see what happens tonight.
Well, we'll see what happens throughout the game. As always, before the game, our assistant head coach, Oscar Hernandez, talked to the Barça TV microphones today.
Doncs sí, estem aquí amb el segon entrenador del Futbol Club
We're here with the
Barcelona,
assistant coach.
Finalment no plou, més o menys, semblava que tot el dia
It's not raining right now, but it's been raining all day.
El terreny de joc està fantàstic.
Sí, està
But the pitch is in a great condition.
El terreny de joc no hi ha cap queixa perquè és
No,
una
the
alfombra.
pitch is wonderful, yeah.
Christensen per Gerard Piqué, mateix
Christensen in for Piqué.
amb aquest canvi. Què pretenem?
Well, just the one change.
El partit que vam fer vam estar molt bé
Yeah, we were very happy with the game we played against Almeria.
i que ens pugui donar
So,
3 punts, no?
we want to pick up another 3 points and keep in the same team more or less.
Grups de WhatsApp per dir, has vist el Rayo Vallecano? Som líders,
Bueno, això és habitual.
Barca go into this game leaders after Rayo Vallecano's win.
El Madrid ens mira a nosaltres i
Yeah, okay, everyone's very focused on that game that Rayo beat Madrid.
avui de guanyar el partit.
But we have to concentrate on this game
Al llarg que hi ha, doncs, líders, i seria important.
and stay leaders going into the break.
Moltíssima intensitat, que és la que posarà
It's
Osasuna.
going to be a very intense game with Osasuna.
Una de les claus del partit és igualar la seva intensitat.
Yeah, one of the keys to the game is their intensity, of course.
Hem de guanyar molts duels perquè
We know we're going to have to win all the duels,
i aquest és l'objectiu.
and that's our aim.
Ni Ávila, no juga Budiki, us ha trastocat els plans o esperàveu que...
There's a few changes in the Osasuna lineup. Does that affect you?
No ha jugat dels dos, però es troba a la segona part i
Well, we don't know. They might come on in the second half. Some of the players they've left out, so it's not. They're a good team. We know that. We're not really worried about that. We're just going to do our job. Thank you. Good night.
The words there of our assistant coach, Oscar Hernandez, talking about the intensity of Osasuna. One of the traits of Yagoba Arrasate's team. Barça will have to level that intensity there. And also saying that they wanted to give continuity to the lineup that performed so well against Almeria. In that lineup, Bruno, was the top three with Dembélé, Lewandowski and Ferran Torres. Are any of these in the options for the key player of tonight?
Yes, two of them, Robert. We are some of the options of the key player tonight. We're going to ask you right now, key player of tonight's game. Of course, we're offering you three options, but you can also type the name of the one that you think is going to be the key one. We're going to start with Robert Lewandowski, option number 1. 13 goals in 13 La Liga games. Incredible numbers for Robert Lewandowski in this start of La Liga Santander. Option number 2 for Ousmane Dembélé. Crucial goal against Almeria to open the scoreboard the other day. Having and improving a lot this campaign. Dembélé can be also crucial tonight here in the field of El Sadar. Or Marc-André Ter Stegen, after having kept 11 clean sheets in 13 La Liga games. Incredible numbers for Ter Stegen. Has conceded just 4 goals in total. The other day against Almeria also was crucial with a couple of good saves. Today he's going to have a lot of work. Yes? No? Well, let's read your options for a key player today. With Amidou Cham saying 1 Lewandowski, Kada saying Ansu Fati. Well, let's see, of course, if he has minutes in the second half, he always can make a fantastic impact. Sabah saying also Lewandowski, Jebril Akwel saying option number 2, Ousmane Dembélé, Jens Martin Silfurin saying easy, option number 3, Ter Stegen. So divided options in the live chat, guys. We have Aitor Fernandez and Sergio Herrera warming up for Osasuna. We are still waiting. Marc-André Ter Stegen and Iñaki Peña, they are not going to take too many time to come here outside because we see De La Fuente, one of the trainers of the goalkeepers. So, well, we are almost 45 minutes away from kicking off in this great clash between Osasuna and Barça.
Right, thank you, Bruno. We'll come back to you in a second. Guys, we gave those 3 options as key players, but I think the midfield is going to be key today. Osasuna are a very intense team. They win a lot of duels. They press you up high. They like to play in the opponent half, and Barca's midfield will be key in keeping the ball, in keeping control of the game today, I think.
Yeah, and that's probably, I think, why Xavi didn't choose today Gavi in the starting lineup and preferred Frenkie de Jong, because he can keep the ball more than Gavi. Gavi gives you that intensity, but maybe the best skill is not to keep the ball, and with those drives of Frenkie de Jong, winning those battles in the midfield will be key. And talking about those 3, I will choose Lewandowski, because I think after missing that penalty the other day, he will be more hungry today.
Definitely. Spence, Frenkie de Jong as well, as Hidati was mentioning, on a roll lately.
Yeah, and he and Pedri have the ability to find those passes through that pressure. And that's why I think, as Hidati just alluded to, tonight is sort of their night to make that happen, because Barca can break through pressure. That's what they're built to do. They're built to connect one player to the next and make those passes through the midfield. But in terms of answering the question, I think Ter Stegen is going to be the key in figuring it out, because although he's had 11 clean sheets, at times he hasn't been tested in the same way. Tonight, with Osasuna and the way they play and the way they pressure and the way that they go forward with that tenacity, I think he will have a couple of saves to make tonight. The ones he made against Almeria were not as crucial.
It was a good 1-1 to save the goal against Ramazzani. Ter Stegen already warming up. He has a big challenge in front of him tonight. Chimi Avila, for example, who's on a roll lately, scored 2 last weekend. We want to ask you, as always, how many saves is Marc-André Ter Stegen going to make today? You can respond in numbers. You can also respond in airplanes, which is how we like to do it. I think he's going to have a busy night. For some reason,
yeah,
I think
feel
today,
it too.
I think he's going to keep the clean sheet, because I trust Marc Ter Stegen as always. I think he's going to make, 4 saves. I'm going 4 saves for Ter Stegen. I'm going to type in 4 airplane emojis. Hidati, what are you going with?
I'm going for 3. I'm going to type it here. Let's see.
Okay. Wait a minute, where are we going?
I already have it here in the most used ones.
4 emojis. I can see Imposter 2.0 saying 4 as well. I can see yours, Hidati.
I see yours.
Spence, what are you going with?
I put it in already. I got 3. I think there are 3 big saves that have to be made tonight.
Right, let's go back to Bruno. How many saves do you think Ter Stegen's going to make, Bruno? And also, let's play Guess the Player, right?
Yes, starting with your first question, I'm going to say three airplanes for me here on the live chat in the saves of Marc-Andre Ter Stegen. Careful with me, Iñaki, please, don't kill me. First attempt here with this first ball of Iñaki Peña going down here to the ads. So yeah, 3 airplanes for me. For Ter Stegen, 3 saves that are going to be important, I think, of course, today. And let's start playing Guess the Player. Players from Barça that have scored here in El Sadar in these recent seasons. That's a clue that I'm going to give you. Okay, let's start with the first one today. There you have first image of this top scorer in El Sadar. Young, old, recent, old player for FC Barcelona. Irati, let's start with you. Come on.
When I was starting this today, I thought there would be a question with Ansu Fati because he scored the first goals in El Sadar, but this doesn't look like Ansu Fati for me. I think it's Pedri, but I don't remember Pedri scoring against Osasuna, but I go for Pedri.
It looks like it because of the hands, right?
Yeah, and like
Because
the
Pedri wears
face.
gloves.
It looks like it looks like he's wearing gloves, but he's not.
So what is your final
Pedri,
answer?
Let's in the live chat. Pedri, you say. There are also people going for Pedri in the live chat.
Because they
Also,
trust
I'm
me.
reading some Ansu Fatis. Let's see. There we go. We have some good answers. It's not yours. Irati, here we have, yes. It's
it was the
Abde.
easy
Now
one,
playing
yeah.
for Osasuna. He scored his first ever goal
Of
here
course.
in El Sadar, Abde for Barça, in a day that Barça drew 2-2 last campaign, actually. So it
Because
was,
it's true that
yeah,
lately in El
Abde.
Sadar, there has been the first goal like of Ansu, Ilaish, and Abde.
Yeah, true,
right?
True.
Exactly. Yes. Okay, let's continue. Spencer Siegel, second guess the player of this evening. Let's see if you can realize who can be this player playing with the same kit like Abde. So this means that, of course, it's another goal from last campaign. Let's see if you know it.
Looks like a
Also at home.
defender. Am I onto something with the fact that it's a defender?
Look, I'm going to give you a clue, Spence, because Iratu listed the players who scored their first goal as a Blaugrana.
You have it there.
And
You
she left
have
one
it
out.
there.
She left one
She
out.
left one out.
Yeah.
Then it wasn't Gavi,
young.
was it?
I'm not going to give you any
Or
more
was
clues.
well, because didn't Nico score his first one for them too? I'm gonna
At
go.
home,
face,
people
the
has
face.
it really clear, eh? At home, people has it really clear, eh? Spence, come on, go for your final answer.
I'm gonna go with Nico.
Okay, yes, you're right. Also at home, practically everyone giving the
Also
correct
Nico,
answer. I
eh?
mean, many clues we gave to Spence in that
Yeah,
one,
true.
cheating a little bit from my point of view. But
Yeah,
well, let's
That's
move
half
on with
point,
the
half point.
final guess the player. It cannot be, of course, from last season again because it was a 2-2 draw. So, Robert, that's a clue I'm going to give you. It's not from last campaign. And let's finish with this final guess the player. Also
think
at
I
home,
got
let's
the
go
easy
and
one.
type your answers on the live chat.
I think I got the easy one. Didn't I, Bruno?
Yes, it's an easy one. Let's see at home.
I think it is.
Almost, yeah. People,
Yeah,
I
that's
think,
easy.
also are believing it's an easy one. A name that has been mentioned minutes ago on the
It's the one
studio.
I was
Robert, go for it.
expecting.
The one who scored his first ever goal at El Sadar. It was 2 seasons ago. No, was it 2 or 3 seasons ago? I lose 2 seasons ago, right? 2021.
In the 1920 season.
Huh?
1920, 21. Oh, so it's 3 seasons
2021,
ago.
sorry, yeah.
Okay, it's Ansu.
So yeah, Ansu Fati, yes, you're right, also at home. So yeah, recent names today, guess the player. Congratulations to all of you picking the correct ones. Irati is the one that has failed, guess the player, not Spence and Robert. Well, Spence half a little bit, cheating a little bit, but yeah.
Because we gave you extra clues, Spence. We gave you extra clues.
All right.
Okay. Interesting little facts there. That right, Bruno. We'll come back to you for the game quiz in a few minutes. Interesting little facts. Ansu scored his first ever goal against Osasuna, so happy memories for him. Ferran Torres scored a brace last season. It was at the Camp Nou, but it was against Osasuna as well.
Yeah, it feels like it's the team for the youngsters of Barça to score the first one. I remember Ilaish because I remember after his scoring, he said, like, I can't believe this is happening because I scored in the same goal as Ansu did, and he is my friend. So, yeah, I didn't remember Ferran and Nico, so there are many options there. Yeah.
Ferran, his only ever brace came against Osasuna, and in spite of the ball not going in for him on what was it, Saturday? I lose that. It was
Saturday.
I thought he put in a good performance. He was in the right spots.
I think he's been putting in a lot of good performances, and you hit the nail on the head. He's been in the right place at the right time so far, and it's really easy to go back and talk about some of the missed opportunities and the missed chances, but it's a lot harder to seek out exactly where he's been doing the right things, because if the goals don't show up for a winger or a striker, it's harder to see that. But yeah, I think he's been playing really well, and he's got another chance against the back line that he can run in behind tonight.
You talked about the motivation of Lewandowski as well, going scoreless in the last game. It's something that we're not used to, seeing Lewandowski go scoreless, especially in La Liga.
Yeah, and also I felt like after he missed the penalty, like he was going to have many other chances, but the game didn't go in that way that he could make chances. He was working for the team, but didn't have those chances. And I think this scenario today in El Sadar, the way Osasuna plays and everything is just perfect, because they press high and he will have many spaces if the team is working well. So I think today is a perfect night for him.
The other member of the front line, Spence, Ousmane Dembélé. The other day against Almeria, I think we saw the best and the worst of him. How sometimes he can make things so simple with the goal he scores. It's almost like a pass into the back of the net. And then a few minutes later, he had that other opportunity when he went round the keeper and waited too long and tried to put it back on his left foot. He's ambidextrous. Just make things simple, boy.
Yeah. I think it all goes back to the idea of just shoot. The more you shoot, the more good things happen. I truly believe that, especially against a side that likes to push forward like Osasuna, and they like to do it on the counter. When you lose the ball in possession, it's a lot easier for Osasuna to come up with opportunities to score. When you shoot and it skies over the bar, which is going to happen in football, or the keeper makes a save, at least your defense can then get reset.
No, exactly. Sometimes this is what Xavi says. When you're in the final third, you need to end your opportunities. They need to finish there, because otherwise you give as Spence was saying, the opportunity to the other team to counterattack.
Yeah, and also we have seen many goals of Lewandowski has come from that, because someone tried from outside the box, and then the goalkeeper can't take the ball and everything, and is there, and you have a guy like Lewandowski that any single ball that is going to be inside the little box, he can score. So I think it's really important to finish those situations. And about where you were talking, Dembélé, like we know it's just Dembélé. Like the answer is like Dembélé is like he's able to do like super simple things when you expect like another, and when you expect the simple, he does the other way around. But I think it's also the way he makes a mess in the defenders, because the defenders doesn't know where is he going to come.
Let's talk very quickly also about Alejandro Balde and Jordi Alba, who also were very important the other day, getting forward down both flanks. Balde especially playing on the side where he's wrong-footed, where he's playing with he's having to put in crosses with his weaker right foot sometimes, and he's doing very well.
Those crosses look good, don't they?
Yeah.
I mean, I hesitate to say that Balde is probably the best right back that Barça have available at the moment, and he's also playing as the best left back that we've seen, and Jordi Alba is not a bad option as well, considering we know what he's capable of in terms of getting crosses in. A night like tonight, they're both crucial in terms of getting forward, because you have plenty of cover, I think, in Christensen. Christensen's one of the best defenders in terms of getting in front of the ball and blocking it. And let's see what happens.
Right, we saw there that we lost our camera because our colleagues from the Catalan show were going to interview Mr. Mateu Alemany. Right, well, it seems like a good time to show you what we've got here.
Ooh.
It is a Piqué signed jersey, guys. Fantastic. You got it, Arnaud? Piqué signed jersey.
And on the
this
front?
is not for us.
And on the front, I saw.
Yeah, it's the special edition of the Sempre one. But this is not for us, guys, unfortunately.
Oh.
Well, I mean, we can take part in the draw, but I think it would be like unfair if we won it. Guys, Piqué signed jersey. You can find a link on our live chat. It's a pinned comment on our live chat. You click on it, you register, sign up, and take part in the draw. You can win this fantastic Piqué jersey. We have a question for you guys. If you were to win this, Where would you wear it?
Oh.
Would you wear it at every Clásico game, for example? Go to the Bernabeu?
And do like this?
Would you wear it every day? Would you...
Well, that would be a little bit weird, like you got to wash it.
Would you put it in a frame?
That would then qualify as not wearing it.
Not wearing it? No, but that's an option. Let us know, guys. Where would you put the... What would you do with it? Would you wear it? Would you put it in a frame?
I think with the sign, like...
the signature?
Yeah, the signature makes you feel like you don't want to wash it a lot, just it doesn't go away, but I mean...
J. Ander Flores official says every time. I'd wear it every time, and he said, I want it. And the Balrog of Morgoth...
I saw that one.
The Balrog of Morgoth says, I would wear it everywhere. I'd wear it to work. I'd wear it in the bathtub.
And Isa Rish says, at school. That's fine. Right, guys, what are we? About half an hour away from this game. Shall we update the lineup a little bit? Shall we get into game mood? It is match day 14, in La Liga. 13 games played, and we are top of the table, guys. We want to defend that position. We have 2 points. We have 2 points ahead of Real Madrid. Let's keep it that way. Maybe even extend if Real Madrid lose to Cadiz on Thursday.
Why not?
Why not?
Why not?
But let's do our job tonight. In El Sadar against Osasuna. It's going to be a tough one. Our lineup, picked by Xavi Hernandez today, features Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, Balde, Christensen, Marcos Alonso and Alba at the back, Sergio Busquets, Pedri and De Jong in midfield, and Dembélé, Lewandowski and Ferran Torres up front. Do you like that lineup? Rate it from 1 to 10. Let us know. Do you like it? Are you confident that we can win in El Sadar today? Are you confident, Irati Vidal?
I am confident. Yeah, why not? Like I think that Real Madrid defeat also gave extra motivation to the team. The words we were listening the other day about Arrasate also, and that you get the opportunity to go to that long stop of the World Cup, just leading La Liga, which is the most important competition. And after all the ups and downs that this season has had this far, I think the best news would just finish before the World Cup, just leading La Liga.
Right.
I like the way it looks tonight. I think there are assists to be had in the midfield. I love the fact that Ferran is getting another opportunity to play alongside Dembélé and Lewandowski. I do think they work well together.
Let's go back to El Sadar. Bruno, are the players out yet?
No players out yet, but they will come shortly. Also, we don't have any Osasuna players yet. I'm reading some interesting comments in the live chat, like for example that we are top of the league. Yes, we are, of course. And also here the Rugu saying that hopefully Christensen and Alonso can have the chemistry that they had in Chelsea. Yes, of course, today both of them playing in the starting lineup and as centre backs, both of them. So it's going to be interesting. So guys, while we wait for our players to come on in this start of the warm-up, why we don't start playing today's game quiz that is going to be related about Barça players and the World Cup, because of course today is the last program, as is the last game before kicking off the World Cup at the end of November. So we want to know your knowledge on the studio and also at home about Barça players and the World Cup. So let's start with the first question. Irati Vidal, World Cup 2010. How many Barça players won that World Cup? So this means that they were playing for Spain.
Wow.
Option number 1, 7. Option number 2, 8. Option number 3, 9. You can start making your list.
Bruno.
South Africa 2010, at home also.
Bruno, I'm going to help Irati here because there's a little cheat in that question. There's one player who signed for Barça that summer. Are we counting him or not?
Yeah,
Cesc.
No, we're
Villa.
not.
Villa.
We're not counting Villa?
No.
No, okay.
Valdés, Puyol, Xavi, Iniesta. Cesc was playing at Barça?
The question was for you. I've already helped you. I've already helped you by not counting Villa.
Piqué.
I think I've got it.
But there were many. I don't remember now.
You've said Valdés, Puyol.
Valdés, Puyol, Piqué.
Valdés, Puyol, Piqué.
Xavi. Iniesta. Has to be Cesc. 7.
Tick tack, tick tack, tick tack. Let's see, because in the live chat you say 7. Okay,
7.
Hamza saying 7. Daniel Tex is saying 7. Carl Johnson 7. Everyone saying 7. Yes, it's right. It's 7. 7, 7, 7. Good answer there.
I just
But
said
Bruno, let's correct Irati. She wasn't getting the players right.
no.
No, not really, not really.
I was mixing the,
But
with
she was-
the
she was-
Eurocopa, no?
Yeah.
Piqué was not there.
Piqué
no.
was there.
Yes.
Cesc
Was there.
Fabregas wasn't there. The two remaining were Pedro and
No?
Sergio Busquets. Cesc Fabregas signed for Barca in 2011.
Yes.
Ah, but he was playing the World Cup, but he...
Well, he played the World
okay,
Cup, yeah, but
okay,
he wasn't,
but
he wasn't a Barca
okay,
player.
good. Ah, Pedro.
Yes. Okay.
Pedro.
Okay. Correct. It's right. Good support there from Robert. Let's continue. Second question. Spencer Siegel. Which of these players won a golden ball in a World Cup? Option number 1 is Stoichkov. Option number 2 Romario, or both.
Ooh. Boy,
You have to do like this.
lean in here. I know that Stoichkov did. So you're really messing with my brain waves by giving me option 3. Because I know Stoichkov did.
Stoichkov did in your country.
Yeah, 96.
94,
For, or not,
94.
94, yeah, 94, Bulgaria. But did Romario do it? I want to say he did. So only because you put answer 3 out there, I'm gonna be really mad if it's 1 and not 3. But I'm gonna say 3. I'm gonna say they both did.
You say both. Okay. We have now Barca players here coming on with a warm welcome from El Sadar. Also, the Barca fans are here, as always, supporting the side. D1PU saying 3. Superstar saying both. Fonseca both. Well, many both. But here, Ogumbe says Romario. But Charlie Barça says Stoichkov. Just 1. Yes, it's Stoichkov. Romario scored 4 goals in one of the World Cups, but never was a golden ball. So it's just Stoichkov. You were
have to
almost
go with
right.
your instincts.
Spence. Yes.
No, I knew
was
that it was
Stoichkov.
gonna be
Okay.
at least 1. All right, fine.
Okay, let's move on. Robert Bannekout.
Okay.
More questions about top scorers in the World Cup. Which top scorer of a World Cup signed for Barca that same summer? Is Stoichkov? Again, number 1. It's 2 Ronaldo. Or it's 3 Gary Lineker. Let's see at home. Some time for you to make your answers. Come on.
I know which one it is. It's not Ronaldo because he didn't sign in a year when there was a World Cup. He signed in 96, and that year there was no World Cup. Stoichkov did sign in a year when there was a World Cup, but he was the top scorer in 94. Therefore, Gary Lineker after Mexico 86 is the correct answer, Bruno?
Yes, and here Matías del Valle, la opción 3 es correcto, Matías, enhorabuena. Many people saying Ronaldo, like Bratic, Maggie, but Superstar also says Gary Lineker. And yes, Gary Lineker, our former player who also was one of the top scorers in a World Cup. Incredible Gary Lineker. Okay, let's move on. 4th question, back again with you, Irati. Let's see, which of these players has played more World Cups? Rafa Márquez, Dani Alves, or Sergio Busquets?
Does it come the Qatar one?
No, because they haven't
No,
played
of
it
course
yet.
not.
hasn't happened
We are
yet.
talking about we don't have the list yet, so we don't know which of these possible players. Well, Márquez not for sure, who is retired. Alves, yes, will be in this World Cup, but we are not counting them. We don't have yet the Spanish national side list, so no, we're not counting Qatar.
I'm between Rafa Márquez and Dani Alves. Because it sounds something about Rafa Márquez, but Dani Alves has played many of them. Like, he's still playing, he goes to Qatar.
Let's go
You
for
know
one.
it? What is
One or the
people
other, 1 or 2.
saying?
One answer.
Alves.
I knew this was going to make a lot of confusion. Let's see, because Alves has played just 2 World Cups.
Only?
Okay, so yes, 2010 and 2014. He's going to play his 3rd World Cup.
I knew something with
Busquets
Rafa
is gonna-
Márquez was there.
Yes, it's Márquez. Pablo AM was the first one tapping the corner cancel. Also Eduardo and also Tomoya. Yes, it's Márquez. Busquets is going to equal Márquez, but of course he hasn't played yet that World Cup. Márquez played 4 World Cups, so he's the one from this list who has played the most. Yes,
come
Alves
Alves
seems to
play
having played. Let's see if Alves can end with his, well, as the player of the whole history who has won more trophies he doesn't have the World Cup yet. It can be his chance. Of course, Brazil are one of the big favorites. Okay, let's end the quiz with you, Spencer. Which player can make his debut? We are talking about a player who can make a debut in a World Cup. Of these three players, who? Option 1, Christensen. 2, Dembele. 3, Jules Koundé.
I think I know this one. And by the way, Rafa Marquez has the record for most goals, or I should say most separate World Cup windows for scoring a goal in either qualifying or the main round. I think he did it in 6 separate World Cup qualifier years. I saw that nugget earlier today. I think it's Koundé.
Okay, and about my question?
Because because Christensen is old enough to have competed with Denmark 4 years ago. Dembele definitely was on France's World Cup winning squad. So I've got to go with Koundé because I think he's sort of, you know, new blood, right?
Okay, you go for Koundé. You spend a lot of time, and I'm sure you start reading the live chat, and then you take your impressions with all the ones that, yes, you're picking the correct answer.
I said it at the beginning. I said it at the beginning. No. I said it first.
He's really young. In 2018, he was playing for Bordeaux yet, so yeah, of course, he was really young in Russia, and now he's going to make his first appearance. Of course, if he is in the squad list for France, that we expect that he's going to be there for sure. We love to see also lots of Mexican flags saying Marquez. Yes, we love Marquez, our Barça head coach. So, well, that's all about the game quiz on the World Cup. I'm sure all of you at home also, for sure, all of us from Barça Live, we're going to follow this World Cup. It's one of the big moments every 4 years, so we are all really excited.
Bruno, since we took way too long to do the pre-game quiz, let's skip to the next game as well, because otherwise we'll run out of time. We wanted to talk a little bit about LaLiga starts in Barca's recent history, and we wanted to put this one into perspective, this fantastic start, 34 points in 13 games.
Absolutely. Let's play higher or lower, because Barca are making one of the best stats in the league in all history, because they have reached 34 points, and the team are in first spot right now, after finishing this
Bruno, you have a friend next
match
to you.
day 13. Yeah?
You
yes,
have a friend
we
next
have our
to you.
friend.
Can you give us his prediction?
Rojillo. Ven aquí, Rojillo. No, he doesn't want to participate.
No?
He's not as good guy like in Mallorca with our devil that was there. No, he's not playing with us. Okay, so let's play higher or lower here. We are starting with Barca, 34 points this campaign. First spot in the standings. Let's move on to the 21-22 season. Irati, I think that's an easy one. It was higher or lower, also at home. You can also play with thumbs up, thumbs down. Higher or lower, the number of points that Barca reached at this stage of the competition.
Lower.
Yes, okay, you're right. It was 18 points and 9th spot for Barca. It wasn't the best start for
that was kind of an easy one.
Yeah.
Let's move on. Let's move on with Spencer here. 13-14 campaign. Let's see if you remember who was in charge there. And it was higher or lower, also at home. Let's see if that one is tougher or not.
Well, Tata Martino's in the picture, so... Yeah.
Is this quick enough for you, Bruno? Is this a quick enough answer?
Well, you need to tell him because you can't see
He
you.
can't see
Oh,
you.
higher. Higher, Bruno. Very high.
High?
Higher.
Yes, okay. Let's see at home. Also, many people saying thumbs up, thumbs up. Yes, you're right, at home. And Spencer, I like the speedy and the fast answers, of course. 37 points, so it was a better, the best start, or better than this one at least. 37 points in the 13-14 season. Visca Barça, molt bé. There are some supporters here also on the stands supporting Barça always in the Spanish sides. Okay, Robert Van Eekhout.
Go.
18-19 season. Higher or lower?
Well, I mean, match day 13-14 of the Tata Martino season is very high. So 37 points in 13 games means that...
It's just one draw in all
Just
wins.
one draw, yeah, exactly. 12 wins, one draw. Imagine that's difficult to equal. Valverde's first season was better than his second, I think. So I'm going lower.
You're going lower, also at home. Many people going lower, and yes, it's lower. 25 points, so much lower. Okay, let's go now here. First season now, yes, of Ernesto Valverde, 17-18 campaign.
I set it up for Irati.
We're playing together today. I will trust Robert and go higher.
I feel left out.
Oh, you're playing. Okay, you're playing with rhythm, and this is right. Incredible start of Ernesto Valverde, also with 35 points. But now, let's see, Spence, because we're going a little bit down to the 12-13 campaign. Higher or lower? It can be a tough one or an easy one, that one. Let's go.
Lower.
Lower? Some arguments? Now I want you to justify the answer now and leave it, because I think you're just guessing.
I think you're onto something. I think I'm being teamed. I think I'm being teamed up.
Okay, I'm going to give you a clue, Spence. One little clue. The Tito Villanova season was the 100-point season.
But it's gotta be.
You still lower?
All right, I'll change it. I'll go higher.
It's higher, of course, it's higher. 37 points, equaling Tata Martino. What a season,
That's so
what
funny.
a record. Tito Villanova, what a manager.
Why?
Always in our hearts,
Yeah.
big Tito Villanova. Okay, let's move on, Robert. I love this campaign because it reminds me to the start of everything, I think, of the success of Barça. 2004-2005 season, we won the league in Levante, in the Ciudad de Valencia, with that gold kit. This year, we're also wearing this gold kit. It's higher or lower, the number of points. We won that league. That's a clue I'm giving to all of you at home.
Lots of parallels with this season as well. Laporta's second season in charge. We do well in La Liga, fall out early in the Champions League. We did make it through the group stage that year, but we fell out earlier in the
Barça.
Champions League. But 37 points is a lot. Maybe we didn't go as high as 37 points last season. I'm going lower.
You're going low. No, Rojillo here, the mascot, was having fun with the fans that were saying as Fiscal Barça. And I was saying, well, say hello to me because they are Barça fans and me too. So, well, anyway, yes, Robert, it's lower. Right? Lower. It was 32 points, also a good start for Frank Rijkaard. So, but it was lower. Okay, another amazing season that, of course, we all remember. Irati Vidal, 14-15 campaign where Barça won absolutely everything, the treble in Berlin in that astonishing final of the Champions League. Last season also Xavi Hernandez as a Barça player. Higher or lower?
I go higher.
Are you going to
Don't
justify your
higher.
answer? Because it
32
sounds
points.
like you're just guessing.
I go
32
higher.
points are a lot. 32
Yeah, but
points
we
are a lot.
have
Let's see
seen
at home.
there was 37, and we won everything.
Okay, I'm see also lots of thumbs up here, higher than the live chat. Carol saying higher, Ruben saying higher, but it's lower, just for 1 point, because it was 31 points. But Irati, I'm sorry, you're wrong in this
It's
one.
not my day
It's
today.
lower, 31 points. Okay, Robert Manekaut,
Oh.
another astonishing season. That one, yes, we won absolutely everything. The treble and then the 6 trophies in the end. 2008-2009. Higher or lower? 31 points we are now.
Well, that season was the first Guardiola one, 08-09, and we lost in the first game at Los Pajaritos and then drew against, I think, Santander. So that deducts 5 points already from the possible 39. That would mean 34. Yeah, did we win enough games to go to 31? Higher.
You go higher, divided options here on the live chat also. Lower, lower, lower. People reminding you, of course, this start of Guardiola, that it wasn't easy. And you're right, Robert, and also people at home that have said thumbs up.
That
Yes,
was
32,
tricky,
it's just
By
1
one.
point above. Tricky one, okay. And we're gonna end with you, Irati, again.
Are we avoiding
2010-2011
Spence?
season.
Why are
Another-
we avoiding Spence? Why are we avoiding Spence?
Ah, sorry, I avoid Spence, that one, so okay, Spence, I'm going for you. Sorry, no, it wasn't with intention at all, for sure. Okay, Spence, let's see. I will give you all the time of the world in that final answer for you. Take your time. 2010, 2011, another season where we end winning the Champions League. It's higher or lower from 32 points under Pep Guardiola?
Yikes. Does anybody have a coin that I can flip? I think because 32 is like, that's more or less the number.
But the second season of Guardiola started better than the first.
And I think those first 13 games definitely included the must have included the
record.
Clásico, no? The 5-0.
Uh-huh. I think so.
I think based
Yes,
on
of course.
the opinions of my comrades here, I'm going to say higher.
You are playing together, good teamwork and good effort. Yes, it's higher, 34 points in that magic season for FC Barcelona.
You're the real
so that's all about
MVPs,
higher,
thank you.
lower Barca players that's still here making their final exercises from the warm-up. We are minutes away from kicking off, guys. We're gonna change our positions and we catch you up a little bit later.
Right, we are 12 minutes away from this game, so let's get some tense music in here. Vamos, vamos. I'm excited for this one because it's the last one before the World Cup. We'll be football-less or club football-less for a month and a half. Of course, we'll be able to watch World Cup games, but it's not the same. We want Barca games, and now that we're doing well, we're top of the La Liga, it's even more exciting. We want to defend that first position, and to do so, we need a win tonight at El Sadar. The lineup that Xavi has picked features Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal, Balde, Christensen, Marcos Alonso, and Alba in midfield. Sergio Busquets, Pedri, and De Jong. Up front, it's Ousmane Dembélé, Robert Lewandowski, and Ferran Torres. A very similar lineup to the one that faced Almeria, just one change. Piqué for Christensen. We're happy that Christensen's back. Rate the lineup from 1 to 10. Let us know if you like it, if you don't. Vidal, do you like it?
I like it because it worked the other day, so let's continue with that line. And then we have also options in the bench like Ansu Fati that scored the first goal here.
Spence?
Yeah, I like it, and we've been talking about all 11 players so far tonight, but one we haven't mentioned is Marcos Alonso, and what a great job he's done as a center back in a position that he's not normally used to, and he's playing it really well because Barca are short on center backs, and they've needed him, and he's stepped up.
What's the chat saying?
The chat, well, Philip is wondering why there's no Ansu Fati today.
Maybe second half?
Yeah, like I said before, halftime subs are going to be a big part of this game. I believe that. Fox is saying we're first in La Liga. Yeah. Frederick is also clamoring for Ansu Fati. So it's a bit of a mix. One person saying, didn't PK retire? And it's not a bad question because we were wondering, was Saturday his last game? But he's on the bench today, and if
he said it was going to be his last game at the Spotify
Camp Nou.
Camp Nou. Why don't we remember that game at the Spotify Camp Nou? That win against Almeria in match day 13 last Saturday. It was a good performance, one in which Barca struggled to score in the first half, just a little bit, but got the job done in the second. There's the action from that game, and very early on, we could have scored. Penalty given in favour of us, handball by Kaigi. He had his back to the situation, but his arm was extended.
Yeah, first penalty we got in La Liga, and then Piqué didn't want to take it. It was Robert Lewandowski, and I think all that time that spent with the BRR and everything, he got the wrong decision, and that's why I think it's going to be really important today. And now here, the save of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, that meant everything, because in that moment, the game could just have changed completely.
It is one of the options that we're giving you. What was your the thing that impressed you the most about Barça Almeria? Was it the way that we attacked, the opportunities that we created? Was it the clean sheet, option number 2, another clean sheet, 11 out of 13? Or was it just all about Piqué? Spence?
Yeah, this was definitely number 2, because they without that save on Ramazani from ter Stegen, it's not the case. And 11 clean sheets through 13 league matches where you can literally remember and pinpoint every goal that ter Stegen has conceded this year. The one at Sociedad and the 2, it's 2.
It was the day of the goodbye of Gerard Piqué. The players are in the dressing room. Right, it must be time for Xavi's team talk then, so let's get to it.
There. Funny to see you here once again. Welcome back to the dressing room. Yes, tonight we're at El Sadar, and tonight we got to put it all out there. You know why? Because we've got about 7 weeks of not a whole lot. As far as Barca's concerned, as far as you're concerned, as far as I'm concerned, yes, you can go out, you can represent your countries, have fun, do great things, you know, rah-rah, every country, great. But tonight is about Barça. And after tonight, you will be on the road. Have fun.
Red one, Ahmed says, big spooky face. It is. Well, it's not spooky. It's a big one, though. It is bigger than yours, Spence. Right, let's go back to El Sadar. Bruno, some games have been played already. Girona won.
Yes, incredible win for Girona. Of course, in a decisive game against Elche, that are still bottom of the league and with no manager currently after they fight Almiron. So, well, important win for Girona. And you also have the result or live, the 2-0 up for Athletic Club. Yeah, 2-0. The opening goal scored by Guruzeta, and also the second one. Incredible, this guy, Guruzeta. What a story. Was the player of Europe with more goals in minutes played so far, and with these 2 goals, I'm sure he's going to stay there in the rankings. So 2-0 up for Athletic Club so far, and Barça closing the Tuesday football action. Madrid will play against Cádiz on Thursday, and this will be the last game also for Real Madrid before the World Cup. Everything ready here in El Sadar. This is about to kick off. It's Osasuna-Barça, crucial game, the last one before the break.
Bruno, can you ask our colleague Chus Carrillo what his prediction for tonight's game is? You can do it in Catalan, obviously, because Chus doesn't speak English.
Chus Carrillo. No, he's so busy. Chus, guess the score. Com quedarem avui? Quan quedarem avui? Quan quedarem? 0? 0-3? 3-0. Optimistic. Wow. Okay, really optimistic. So Chus goes for a 3-0. I'm going for a 2-0 up for Barça. And Ignasi is going for a 2-1 for Barça.
Okay, great. I love it.
What a legend.
So Bruno's done his prediction. Ignasi, we have Chus's as well. Guys, what is yours?
I follow Ignasi with a 2-1 for Barça.
Okay.
It's not a prediction I like to make, but I'm going to go 1-0 to Barça, and I'll have to explain why later.
Can we take a look at our predictions as well? Because I honestly can't remember mine. I think I said 2-0. I said 2-0, like Bruno. I said 2-0 to Barça, the result we had 2 seasons ago when Ilaish Moriba scored his first goal as a Blaugrana. Jordi Alba scored that year as well. Let's see if he can do that again. Irati went with 2-1, Spencer with 1-0, which we'll see why in just a second. And Bruno went with 2-0. The rest of the Barça Live crew, can we take a look at what their predictions are? Diego, our director, agrees with Irati with 2-1. Sergi Roldan agrees with me, 2-0. Pep Molero agrees with you, Irati. Got a couple of 3-1s, Jaume Torra and Laia. Danny going 1-1. I don't like that. No, I don't like that. That would mean that Real Madrid would have a chance to go back top of the table. No, Danny, no. 2-0 for Jordi, our audio tech. My brother Luis going 2-1. Everyone seems to think that Ter Stegen's going to concede a goal. Arnau, 6-1. No, 4-1. That's more like it. Marc, those no. Not 2-0. Mauri, our former director, 3-0. Eli going 3-1. Yeah, well, I mean, most of us are optimistic. Not everyone seems to believe that Ter Stegen can keep a clean sheet.
Yeah.
I mean, by statistic, maybe...
someday he has to come.
Someday he does have to concede.
And it's most likely it happens outside Spotify Camp Nou than at home.
I haven't checked this right now, but he was close to getting the record when we went to the Bernabeu. So he established his own record of minutes in La Liga. How many minutes has it been since he last conceded? Spencer's going to search for it. In the meantime, Irati and I are going to talk about how important it is to keep clean sheets.
It's really important. I think if we are top of La Liga right now, I don't know the percentage, but many of that percentage is because of Marc-André Ter Stegen has come to his best level again, because we have to remember there were many situations in many games that the game could just change if Ter Stegen didn't save the team, and he appeared in really important moments. So I think if we are there, it's just because of him.
Hang on a minute, Spencer, because there's a comment here that has me laughing. Jacob Wezi says, Danny out, just for predicting the 1-0. Danny out. Spence, the number. Where are we at now with Ter Stegen's minutes without conceding?
Well, You'll have to remind me when Madrid scored their third goal, but let's just talk in terms of games. Between the Sociedad and Madrid games, there were 6 consecutive clean sheets, but then that Sociedad goal was in the first couple of minutes, right?
Yeah.
So basically 7 games, and right now he's gone 4 straight without conceding, so this would be the 5th straight.
That's 360 minutes.
Right.
So today we can go to 450.
360, tack on whatever the end of the game was with Madrid.
But they don't count that.
Yeah, because Madrid scored in the 90th.
Right
so
towards the
yeah.
end. Yeah.
Okay, so we can go on to 450 today. Right, Spence, before the game starts, you wanted to show us why it is that you think Barca are only going to win 1-0 today.
These games have been very unpredictable, so we needed some predictability, and I figured I'd try to give it.
Right, so why don't you go over to the screen and let us know what it is that you came up with.
Yeah, we had a carnival. It's called Barracas or Festival de Fires in Girona, and so at carnivals, there's always a bunch of rigged games. So I found one, and I did my best to see how many goals Barca would score today. Barça Osasuna. This is how many goals Barca can score. I don't know that they can't score from free kicks. Maybe they can. I like a free kick.
Whoops. Whoops. I sped it up.
That's 0 for 2. Hi, Luke. Whoops. Oh, boy. 0 for 3. Okay. We got 1. Luke approves. That's why I'm going with the 1-0. Just 1.
1 out of 4, Spence.
You tried 4?
Yeah, 4.
Bit of a lame attempt.
Yeah, I needed to do it again. I wanted to do it again. Look, if Barca win 1-0, then it was all worth it.
Right, guys, if you disagree with Spencer, let us know on the live chat. Let us know your score prediction. And how many do you think you would have scored against that moving goalkeeper at the fairground? Spencer did 1 out of 4. How many do you think you would have scored? Let us know. Would you have done better than Spencer or even worse? It is hard to score against those kind of things.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not sure I would even score once. I'm better defending than trying those things.
Let's just put it this way. If I had done that and it had been 0 out of 4, I wouldn't have sent you the video.
Yeah, obviously, when you take 4 takes of Luke's video predicting, and you give him 10 treats before you get him to go to the Barca crest first.
That doesn't happen.
Right, we're seconds away from the game starting. Osasuna are going to have the first possession. Barca playing in this kit today, the third kit, the grey or white or whatever you want to call it kit with the Blaugrana cross here. And off we go. Barca, league leaders, out to defend that first spot at a very tough ground. El Sadar against Osasuna. Barca win it back. Osasuna attacking towards the right-hand side of the screens. Barca towards the left.
And it's one of those stadiums that they press a lot. I've been living 1 year there in Pamplona, and the environment in El Sadar is crazy. And it's those stadiums you have the people, it feels it's so close to the field and to the players.
Maybe I'm often saying this, and you can correct me if you think so, but Osasuna doesn't feel like one of those clubs that's been a perennial La Liga club where they're always around. But when I looked at it, they've been in La Liga 17 of the last, or I think it's 19 of the last 23 years.
Yeah, they've been in La Liga.
But it just doesn't feel like they're always one of those clubs.
And I remember the year I was living there that I was cheering for Nastic, my second team.
What just happened? Did you get scared? You got scared?
It looks like there's a thunderstorm.
Is that?
It looks like it might be raining in Pamplona, but it looks like there's a thunderstorm here in the studios. Looks like there's rayos here in the studio. Is that a rayo? That was a rayo here in the studio.
Can we run a replay back of Irati, because I'm pretty sure she jumped for real.
Bruno, it's not raining, right, in Pamplona. I also want to ask the live chat to fill the live chat with lightning emojis because of Rayo's win yesterday against Real Madrid. Bruno.
It has been raining during the day, but not now. Calm. There's no. We don't think it's gonna rain actually during the game, but it has been raining during the day, so probably it was a signal. You were mentioning Osasuna. Yeah, they relegated actually in the Spotify Camp Nou like 7-8 years ago. They spent 2 years there in LaLiga as Marbach, but then they get promoted again. Really solid team with this new stadium, solid project, solid manager, and things are going well for them.
I'm starting to fill the live chat with lightning emojis myself. So let's celebrate the Rayo win. Lightning emojis on the live chat, please. Spence, help me out.
I'm here.
I need lots of lightning emojis on the live chat, obviously, because Rayo means lightning. Right, 2 minutes played. Barça in possession. Guys, were you impressed by the Rayo win yesterday? It was a very good win, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was a deserved win. It's not like something happened there and there was like some mistakes of Real Madrid that they won. They did a really great performance. I think they also draw against Atletico, against Barça, so they're doing a great season, and yesterday they gave us that happy news.
I'm not looking forward to going there when Barça have to go play there in the second half. That's a tough team. And it looked like, for all the world, that, you know, they scored the first goal. They took the lead early. It was like 5 minutes in. And then Madrid scored 2 just...
in 5 minutes.
Yeah, just to the point where you were going, okay, I guess this is just going to be a game that they run away with. And Rayo got the goal right before halftime, which made you think, okay, here we go, here's a chance. And then they had a penalty shot saved by Courtois,
right, yeah.
And you're thinking, again, everything's just building towards Rayo not getting any points out of this.
And then almost 9 minutes of extra time.
When you're rooting against Real Madrid, you almost dread it when the opponent scores too early.
Yeah.
Because you know Real Madrid
Because-
have time to come back. I mean, I imagine it's the same with them when Barca concede a goal early as well.
Yeah, I mean, we listened the words of Xavi Acosta, assistant coach, that said, like, of course we were watching that game, and of course Madrid was our games. I think that's part of this competition also.
Right. Barca recover the ball here, throw in on the left. We also want to ask you, who is the first goal scorer of today's game? We'll give you 3 options, but obviously anyone who's in the lineup counts. Irati, who's going to score the first goal today?
Levy.
You think Lewandowski? You have the theory that Lewandowski is out there to kill today. Spence?
I'm not going to give you a straight answer, but I will tell you that it will come on an assist from either Pedri or Frankie.
I don't think that's allowed in the rules of the show.
There are no rules.
You need to commit.
There are no rules. You know?
You see that?
Well, I'm going to go Ferran. He had the opportunities against Almeria the other day. He scored a brace last season against Almeria. Careful, Busquets has given the ball away. An opportunity here for Osasuna. Shot blocked by Marcos Alonso. Another opportunity goes wide. Woof. And is it a corner kick, Bruno?
Let's see, no, yes, corner kick. Seems a lot of confusion there because also Osasuna players were thinking that was gonna be a goal kick, but no, it's a corner kick, the first one of the game for Osasuna. What a chance, problems for Barça to play the ball from defense.
Yeah, I mean, I was reading about this earlier on.
There's no...
I don't think it should be a corner kick. I don't think it did go on.
I think it did.
Okay. I mean, I honestly, I didn't really see.
That look wasn't a good one. But.
Osasuna are very good at pressing in the opponent's half. They tend to press when the ball goes out. Osasuna scored.
Wait.
Osasuna scored. Marcos Alonso's down. It looks like he was pushed down.
This is going to get reviewed.
Osasuna are celebrated. Let's see if it gets reviewed. All of the Barca players surrounding the referee, asking for an explanation, but Osasuna right now are up 1-0. David Garcia, the scorer. He scored in the past against Barca. Let's see if this goal gets reviewed. Bruno, the Barca players are not happy.
Yes, I don't know from here. I haven't seen why they are complaining about, because it's in the opposite goal. But Busquets is having a word with Gil Manzano, but it doesn't seem that the ref is going to disallow this goal.
I'm telling that before to Girona, they disallowed a goal for less than that.
I mean, it has to be disallowed, right?
It's a clear foul.
Who is it? Who's number 4?
Barça players.
He runs into Marcos Alonso.
Barça players were pointing out the big screens here on El Sadar because they were showing the replay, and Barça players were saying, "Hey, Gil, look at the screens, look at the foul on there." Well, game now interrupted. Let's see if VAR takes this action.
Obviously.
But how it takes that long? I don't understand this. Like,
I mean,
they scored in 1 minute ago. Like, why the VAR takes that long time to goal?
Goal?
That's crazy.
Goal?
Yeah,
It's
goal is given. After what we are seeing in the last days, it's crazy. You don't know how VAR works, when they whistle penalties, when not. It's just crazy. But yeah, goal has been given. So Ter Stegen ends with this good run of form, keeping clean sheets. With this 5th goal conceded in La Liga, David Garcia from set piece. He's a dangerous player on there, and goal has been given for Osasuna. 1-0 up for the team from Navarra.
I'm equally as surprised as to what I'm seeing. There's got to be some consistency to this kind of stuff. There just has to be, because that's not consistent.
And we saw in the other match, they disallow a goal to Girona, and it was less than that.
Well, Barça have a corner now.
Barça have a corner kick.
But I just tell you guys that I predicted there was going to be a Osasuna goal. Now let's go for the Barça goals.
But, I mean...
Yeah, it's crazy.
To me, it should have been disallowed. I mean, it's a clear charge into...
And you know what is more, the funniest thing is that they show it there in the stadium. The players are seeing it.
Yeah,
the people is seeing it. The referee is seeing it, and they don't even call him.
That's weird for a home team, for the home team to show a replay that's controversial.
In comes the cross by Jordi Alba, and a chance for Barça here off of a corner kick. The ball's going to go out for a goal kick after the header by Ferran Torres. So Barça need to react there, guys. Controversy in this initial goal that Osasuna has scored. I think it's a clear foul by Unai Garcia, running into Marcos Alonso, pushing him down. Christensen goes down as well.
And then he gets involved in the play.
Goes in. Let us know. Do you agree with us? Do you think the goal should have been disallowed? Yes? No? Or I can't decide. To me, it's a clear yes. We're just seeing the replays now. I assume you're seeing them at home if you're watching the game.
I think what is most impressive is like he not only runs, he pushed him, and there's 2 players in the floor, and then he participates in the action of the goal. Like, it's crazy.
What's the point of VAR if these kinds of things don't get looked at? What's the point? It's so that we can just say that we can confirm. Well,
I don't know. Careful here, Ferran chasing the ball. What do the fans think, Spence? Has it been disallowed?
Yeah, I'm getting tons of clear fouls. Yes. Marmar says no problem. That's why I said 2-1 Barça, which we were talking about it, that maybe Madrid fans feel the same way when Barça score first. Or, I'm sorry, when Barça concede first. And that's what's going to have to happen tonight.
I feel that's very unfair. Now Barca attacking. Here is Frankie de Jong. We have plenty of time to react. That's the one good thing.
But it's just these kinds of indecisions are amplified, and they're exponentially frustrating because that's what VAR is there for. We used to have these problems, and then VAR was introduced, and we thought, okay, these problems are going to get stamped out. And now it's even more frustrating because you're thinking, well, we have the technology to look at it. Why is it not being looked at? It's very clear.
And now a yellow card on Lewandowski, Bruno?
Yes, yellow card on Lewandowski after this tackle in midfield. I mean, it's, guys, I wanted to say nothing about the referees today, but, I mean, it's Gil Manzano there. You can expect all things that are going on. This yellow card in the 90th minute, in the first action, unbelievable. I mean, no sense at all, but yeah, has been booked. Robert Lewandowski, yellow card for him.
Okay, well, this is what it's like today. Right, Osasuna, credit to them, they are playing well.
Yeah.
Now, long ball, Marcos Alonso is going to control the ball and is pushed down.
And that's a foul.
That's a foul by Rodolphe.
And the other that was less was not.
That one's a foul.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's less on that push. than
Than
what is
before.
inside the box. It's on the same player. My God. Some of the decisions.
But I could felt like after the goal, when the referee decides there is goal, they point the camera into Yago Barrasate, and you could feel in his face he was thinking
Like-
there was no goal there.
Yeah. It's like when Inzaghi made
the
that
same.
face at the,
Yeah.
The same
at the
as
Giuseppe
Inzaghi.
Meazza. It was
Yeah.
like, that might be a penalty.
And the fans, all the fans, the faces changed completely when they saw on the screens, on the big screens, the action. I mean, they were all of them, after celebrating a lot, they were, oof, probably this is going to be disallowed. In the end, no, goal has been given. So,
And no yellow card?
yeah, Barça, no yellow card now. Barça needs to react. The good news is that we are just in the 12th minute of the game.
Okay, there was a little foul on Pedri there, but that wasn't worthy of any kind of warning. Ferran Torres on the left, passing to Jordi Alba. Alba's going to pass back to Ferran. Let's see what Ferran can create here. Ferran tries to cut inside, gets inside the box. The pass in, there was no one there to meet it. Now Jordi Alba picks it up. The cross by Alba takes a deflection, looking for Dembele. Balde's going to pick it up on the right after a clearance. Dembele again. Dembele, can he put a cross inside? No one there to clear. Bruno, this is a very tall team with David Garcia, with Unai Garcia. They're very good in aerial skills, so I think Barca probably shouldn't obsess in trying to cross the ball in too much.
Yes, absolutely, Robert. I agree with you. They are really solid team at the back. They are really good heading off all the balls. So yeah, especially David Garcia is always the same story here, because also last year he scored a header after a corner kick. And yes, Barca probably will try to play from the wings, but instead of crossing balls, try to find a final pass, because it's going to be really tough. It's going to be tough. Today we knew that was going to be a tough game. Osasuna are a really intense team, and they have started really well.
And I was just thinking right now, the corner kick came from an opportunity that Barca gave away on the edge of the box. Now Lewandowski went down on the edge of the box.
I think it's insane. Lewandowski, minute 10, got a yellow card when he's the player that receives more falls and never is yellow card for the others.
There's not a lot there, to be honest, with what just happened between Lewandowski and David Garcia. Just a crash on the edge of the box. No, it's a shoulder on shoulder in spite of Xavi's complaints. We're 14 minutes in. Let's see if Barca can react relatively quickly to this early goal that we conceded. A controversial goal scored by David Garcia. Now Dembele loses the ball. About to hit the quarter of an hour mark. Spence, let's go and see what Luke predicted. Did he predict a Barca win? Because it would give me confidence right now.
Let's find out, yeah?
Yeah.
All right.
Go for it.
Careful.
All right.
Careful. Wait a minute. No. Okay. Go.
I'm on my way.
I might have to interrupt because there's lots going on.
Okay, hold on. Let's see this break first, yeah?
Careful. Oh, good. You're good.
All right. Oh, no, I'm not.
Oh, no, you're not. No,
I'm
you're not. An opportunity here for Osasuna. Jimmy into the side netting.
All right. Side netting. Goal kick. Now I'm good.
Yeah.
Let's see what we've got, Luke. Oh, sorry. We have this first. Let's take a look at some of our Barca livers. Maku said, no problem, Levy will teach Ferran how to be a top-notch striker in time. He'll become a goal machine. Remy says, when will they give Gavi the number 6?
Well, we'll see.
Yeah, we'll have to wait and see. The Balrog of Morgan says, so happy that Ferran gets the start again. And Charlie says it was great for Piqué to have a great send-off. Might even get a second one if he actually gets into the game later. Mustafa says, leading and don't like to bother. Visca Barça and Wild Rift or Will Drift. Translate, I want to laugh too, please. Translate to what? We can translate some languages for you. So, yeah. We go over to Facebook. Mahdi, I'm watching from Afghanistan. Barca wins 3-0.
Well,
Well, that's not right.
no.
Yeah, that's not going to happen now. Gregory, this season Ter Stegen's performance is excellent. Yeah, the goal that went in wasn't his fault.
No.
Munting Caleb says PK is a star that for me was the best moment in his
Pedri
career.
inside the box. Oh, he just let the ball run. Should have picked it up himself. And Osasuna are going to clear. High pressure from Dembele and Balde. Throw into Barça. Barça want to take it quickly. We'll come back to you in a second, Spence.
Yeah.
See if Barça can create something out of this. Frenkie de Jong trying to drive forward. No. Okay.
Munting says PK is a star, and for me that was the best moment in history. That's a lot of history. Jorge, Visca Barça desde Reus.
Oh, that's close to my hometown.
There's there's an airport in Reus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Reus are still spells.
Hoy seguimos líder. We hope so, but they have to continue. And Chipango, watching from Zambia, Barça forever. And Abu Hussein says, protect this lead, please, for us. That's what we want. I would imagine Luke is next. I hope.
We are going to do Luke. Well, but wait a minute. Let's not do it right now because Dembele was trying to feed Lewandowski. Potential for an opportunity here. Dembele on the right. When the ball goes out, I'll come back to you, Spence. Marcos. Jordi Alba on the left. See what Barca can create here. Obviously, since I interrupted, it's kind of slowed down, but I want the ball to go out. I wanted to end in a goal, potentially. With Jordi Alba, great feed through to Ferran Torres. Ferran loops it up in the air. Out comes Aitor Fernandez to catch the ball. Advantage for the keeper. Right, Spence, Luke.
All right, let's see what he has to say. Show us the ways, dog.
It's time for the International World Cup break, which means it's time to go on a journey. So let's go on that journey. Come on, boy. Come with me. Let's go on a journey. Come on. You want a cocktail? Come on.
How many stairs
Poor dog.
are going down? Oh, I think he went to Osasuna first.
Yeah.
Did he?
He did.
He sure did.
Oh dear. Oh dear.
Yeah, he sure did.
Oh dear.
Osasuna
Spencer's dog
first.
Luke predicted an Osasuna win.
I mean, the dog is just on fire in terms of his picks right now.
Well, that's not good news for us.
He has not been able to miss, truly.
Bruno, what are you feeling with these first 90 minutes of the game? I mean, there's been stretches in which I've kind of liked Barca, but it looks like when we get up there, we can't really find the way to be threatening enough.
Yes, at least in these last final 5 minutes, more or less, the team are able to play on Osasuna's speed because most of the first 15 minutes, Barca have been touching the ball, but in their own half. And this is really dangerous when you are playing against a side like Osasuna that are pressing a lot. Pedri got a really good chance in that one, and he tried to make a final pass again. Why Pedri doesn't try to shoot more instead of always trying to make a final pass? Let's see if Pedri can also try and test the goalkeeper a little bit, because it's one of the things he has to improve, and he knows that is to score goals. But if he doesn't test the goalkeeper and he doesn't try to shoot, it's going to be impossible. So yeah, I think the other day against Almeria also was trying to always making a final touch. Let's try and shoot because he's arriving to the box. But Barca are suffering in these first minutes because they are not able yet to play most of the part of the time in Osasuna's field.
Clearance now by Christensen. It's hard with creative players like Pedri because with someone who's so creative and brilliant, you always think, okay, boy, go with your instincts. But sometimes I think Pedri needs to go against his instincts and just go for the less creative opportunity, not look for the pass, look for the shot, look for his own opportunity. He tries to be too generous sometimes.
Yeah, I think so too. And well, we remember Xavi asking him last season that he should try more and just shot, and we saw a couple of goals of him, but they all come after many recortes trying to dribble and find those opportunities there. He should try more because that would be good news for Barca when they have this kind of defense like Osasuna. They press, but then when they are in the back, they are super close.
We'll here throw into Barca.
But it's also, with Pedri, it's really hard to criticize him because he does so many things well. So when you are looking for something for him to improve, you sound like you're nitpicking. Sounds like you're really diving into the details. And I think you're right. I think there are times when he just needs to just go. And this could be one of those games where that could work out well for him, because a lot of times he likes to get the ball where the ball comes to the midfield, and he says, and he does this. He does one of these, like, everybody calm down. Against Osasuna,
You need to split things
you do
now.
want to hit the brake occasionally.
I think, yeah, today's one of those days in which you need the split decision or split second decision. Now Dembele on the right-hand side. The cross goes up in the air. Careful here. Punched away by Aitor Fernandez, who thought he was in a dangerous situation there. Now De Jong is going to set up Balde.
Oh!
The opportunity there for Alejandro Balde, who right there did what we were just saying, like, okay, see the opening, shoot. Oof.
Yeah.
It's a perfect stadium for him, Brazil Balde, isn't it?
Balde
Yeah, he
very
doesn't have a
close
goal,
to
right?
scoring his first goal, Bruno.
Yeah.
Absolutely, we have been talking in the previous show that here Ilaix Moriba scored his first ever Barça goal. Abde did it, and Nico also last season. Ansu Fati also scored here, so it's a stadium where all youngsters and debutants for Barça like to score. So it can be a possibility, of course, for Balde. Let's see, because it seems that Barça are improving in this last minute. That's good news for the team. And right now they have another ball in the right.
Yes, and Barca making good progress forward. Frankie de Jong driving down the middle. He's going to pass to Dembele. That touch wasn't good. Can Barca keep it alive? No.
But I like that. I like going quickly.
Quick sequence of passing.
Yeah.
It felt like they were hearing us, because we said like to shut out, and Balde did that, and they have to do this like to speed things out, because I mean Osasuna defends really well and really intense, and you see that line of five guys.
Touch and go.
And when you do that, you're going to lose the ball more than you normally would also. So you have to be okay with that. You have to be okay with losing the ball.
Just be careful with where you lose it, though. Now Barca trying to move forward. A clearance by the Osasuna defence. Christensen manages to bring the ball down and pass to Pedri. Pedri into the middle. Busquets. Back out to Marcos.
It feels like Barca is feeling more comfortable in these last minutes.
Now Dembele, let's see what he can create. Dembele with the pass inside to Lewandowski. Lewandowski has two on top of him. Took too long there to manoeuvre. Osasuna's defence managed to clear the ball away. Barca go again. Here is Ousmane Dembele, the inside pass, the setup by Dembele, the pass, Lewandowski, the shot! Aitor Fernandez with the save, punches it away, but Balde picks it up on the right. Here is Balde. Balde's going to go to his left foot. Balde trying to pass back. Oroz recovers for Osasuna, and it'll be a throw-in for the home side. Good opportunities, good build-up, Bruno, for Barca.
Yes, absolutely. Barca confirming the way that they are improving a lot. Lewandowski in here decided to test Aitor. Good save for Osasuna's goalkeeper. That's also, as we explained in the preview, he has won the spot in the lineup, competing with Sergio Herrera after he came on for one injury of Herrera weeks ago. Good save for Aitor, who is in form in these recent weeks. But good attempt, and the best chance for Barca so far, this one for Robert Lewandowski.
Bruno, if my memory isn't misleading me, Aitor, when he was a Levante keeper, had some good performances at Camp Nou, right?
Absolutely. At Camp Nou, at the Bernabeu, and practically everywhere. There was one season of Aitor for Levante that was impressive, really, really impressive. And now it seems to be recovering this best level that he showed in Levante.
The one that I'm thinking of, I think, is when we won the league in 2017-2018, we won it at Camp Nou against Levante. It was a 1-0 game in which Barca really, really struggled, and Aitor Fernandez had a very good game there.
Yeah, and it's impressive because he's not that tall as all the goalkeepers are, but he's really skilled. And yeah, when you told me before that he was playing at Levante, then I remember who Aitor was, and it's really good.
Careful here with Osasuna attacking. Oroz, Ruben Garcia, close to the edge of our box. The back heel pass inside. Careful with that cross. The thing goes up in the air and catches it. Spencer, you were about to say something before, I think, and I went to Bruno instead.
No, I was just commenting on the better passages of play that they've had so far, and that they are going quick. About Lewandowski, he doesn't get many opportunities. He hasn't had many recently to score, and he's been taking his one chance pretty much per game, whether it was against Valencia, Mallorca, you name it. Tonight's going to be similar. He's not going to get many chances, so when he does get the ball, he can't sit on it for too long. He also has to keep it moving.
Yeah, because we saw there that when Lewandowski got the ball, there were 3 players going to defend him.
He needs to be quick in his actions, like all Barca players, because like we saw Frankie de Jong now, quick pass because Oroz was right on top of him. Pedri is going to play a long ball looking for the run of Ferran Torres. The delivery wasn't the best.
And
Xavi looks a little bit more impressed with what he's seeing now, though.
Yeah, because the team has improved in the last minutes. Of course, they have more the ball, they speed it out, and they have tried Aitor Fernandez. That is what we were asking here. I was saying that this intensity Osasuna is showing is not that they show it for 20 minutes. It's a team that knows how to keep this intensity through all the game. So that will also be important to also keep that speed during all the game.
Two of the teams that we've talked about today, one being Osasuna, the other one being Rayo, are very well coached. Iraola and Arrasate do a very good job there, and they have two very clear identities as well.
Yeah, and I think Osasuna is very special because they trust Arrasate when the things were not working, and they trust that that was the path to keep, and that also Arrasate had a plan, and they are keeping it this season like in an incredible way.
And we were talking about this before downstairs in the office as well. This is a team that doesn't make very many signings during the off season. So they're a team that are used to playing with each other. They've grown with a great coach over the past seasons, and they've made 1 or 2 additions, but there's never any splashy signings for Osasuna.
Yeah, and for people who aren't as familiar with the club, which I understand if all you're familiar with is Barça, Madrid, Atleti, Sevilla, maybe Valencia, you know, Betis, Sociedad, but this club right now, live table, they're 3rd.
Yeah, let's hope they can go back to 5th by the end, and we can go back to the top. Right, Bruno, you're about to add something.
No, that before the game we were talking with some people here from communications department on Osasuna, and we were remembering those bad years. Yeah, more or less 7-8 years ago when the team relegated at the Camp Nou. And that first season on the 2nd division, Diego Martinez was the head coach, and things didn't work as they were expecting. Diego Martinez was coming from Sevilla Atlético, and then was Joao Arrasate when he took the team, and then all this great story of him. And they said, well, thanks God that Diego Martinez did a bad job, because then Arrasate came, and now we are where we are.
Osasuna have possession now. We're about to hit that half-hour mark. It's 1-0 to Osasuna, to the home side. David Garcia scored. Bit of a controversial situation. We thought that there was a foul against Marcos Alonso inside the box in that corner.
Yeah, it was a clear foul. Like, I think even the Osasuna fans could see there in the stadium. But I think Barça has just to forget that and go as they're doing in the last minutes and then go through the game.
Wow, wow, wow.
Red card to Lewandowski.
Incredible. Unbelievable. It's unbelievable, guys. I'm in front of the move. He's just battling for the ball. This never can be a yellow card, and of course never has to be a second yellow card. Unbelievable decision from Gil Manzano.
I want to see the replay first, because I did think that Lewandowski went like leaping in a bit unnecessarily, but I do want to see the replay now. Of course, the Barca players surrounding the referee. Things have just got very complicated here for Barca. David Garcia, the scorer, is the player who's down. Lewandowski saw a very cheap yellow card earlier on. Now we haven't seen a replay yet. Bruno, what are you about to say?
No, I was going to say, in previous clashes with Lewandowski battling for the ball, I've been thinking, careful, Robert, careful, because the referee today is Gil Manzano. He was the only one to send off Leo Messi in a game here in Spain, and now he's the first one to send off Lewandowski in LaLiga. It's unbelievable. I mean,
and he's the one
the images there, but...
And he's the one that in 2017 came off from a match of Real Madrid with bags of Real Madrid with presence of the club. Saying that.
I mean, the only thing I do find unnecessary is like Lewandowski jumping into the action because you just need to follow.
But I think
but that cannot be a yellow.
No, I think it's not the fault because it's just it's the strength when he jumps. He jumps more than the other because he's taller and probably more strong, and that's why he jumps on him. But I don't think that can be a yellow card a red card in minute 31.
I mean, trying to. This has been a first half that's been a really testing first half for a Barca fan. I mean, Lewandowski's got to know that he's got to be careful in that situation because, in a nutshell, or in a vacuum, that foul can be given as a yellow card. I mean, is it just? Is it fair? We could debate that all night, but you're already on a yellow. Like, you got to be careful, especially given the circumstances surrounding what's already happened. You got to know.
Yeah. Now, what's going on here? Bruno.
Well, let's see, Osasuna player done when Ter Stegen was trying to catch the ball. Well, nothing's going to happen here. Now Osasuna, of course, playing also with the tempos of the game. They are 1-0 up. All these kind of tensions are in favor of them. In my opinion, is that Gil Manzano, once he...
No, sorry, Bruno. I was just seeing the replay. Marcos, there's a grab and tag between Oroz and Marcos Alonso. Marcos has him like under control. He's got his arm ahead and then like in front of him, and then Oroz just puts his head into Marcos' arm. There's nothing there.
A referee has to be a judge and someone fair. My impression, honestly, since Gil Manzano has shown the first yellow card to Lewandowski, is that he was going to send off Lewandowski. It doesn't matter what was going to happen. And honestly, if you see the stats, if you see which players has sent off, Leo Messi always has been an example. Always has been an example. He was the first one to send him off. He likes the protagonism, and that's something that the referee hasn't. The referees are not the protagonists of the sport. The protagonists are the footballers, and I don't understand why these referees, these kind of profiles of referees, that they want to be more than the footballer and they want to be protagonists. I mean, I don't know, in the replays you were arguing that it could be, it cannot be. I mean, I'm in front of the move, and I can say you for sure live on the football action, not in replays, because football sometimes in replays can be strange. This is never a yellow card, never.
The two yellow cards are very questionable. The sum of both maybe is one yellow card. The referendum is out, Spence. What do the fans think? Should that have been a yellow card? Yes, no, you can't decide.
But I follow with what Bruno was saying. It's not coincidence that it's always the same referee sending Neymar, sending Suarez, sending Messi. He was able to leave Barca with 9 footballers, I remember, in a match. Also, like showing red cards. This is not coincidence, in my point of view.
Spence.
I'm seeing more no's than yeses, but I am seeing some yeses. Alexander Rodriguez Salazar says, I swear if we lose this game. Let's relax. The last thing we need to do is get riled up in this game right now, especially with about an hour to play.
Yeah, it is a shame though. I mean, I wonder what Xavi changes, if he does change anything. But is anyone warming up? Because, I mean, of all the players to be sent off, you've obviously lost your scoring threat, your Pichichi, Robert Lewandowski, but it is the easiest thing to not make moves around, right, in terms of the tactics.
Yeah, when this is striker, right now Barca playing in a kind of 4-3-2 with Ferran Torres and Dembélé like the two references up front. No one is warming up yet. There are still 10 minutes to go in this first half, and we will have to see if Xavi makes some adjustments. But right now, 4-3-2, Barca defending, and of course the script of the game is completely different. That's it. If the team can react, and of course try to score at least an equalizer.
36th minute. Here is a cross by Rubén García from the right. Juan Cruz picks it up on the left.
Can you check, is it the first red card for Lewandowski in his career?
I doubt it, but let's see if we can find an answer.
Striker? Might be.
Barça trying to control the ball. Pedri is fouled. Come on. And obviously Barça have lost their punch a little bit now. Bruno, more tension.
Yes, more tension now. Of course, players are really frustrated with the referee. Not just for the red card, of course, is what we are arguing now. Also, remember that controversial goal. That in that one I have no opinion because I haven't seen it well a replay. But now the one who sees a yellow card is Jordi Alba, and it's the second time that Lewandowski is sent off in his history. He saw one red card when he was defending Borussia Dortmund colors in 2012-2013.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jordi
Yeah,
Alba. Yeah. You were going to say, Spence?
Dortmund, February 2013 against Hamburger.
Here goes Jordi Alba. Jordi Alba down the left. Can he put a cross inside? It takes a deflection and Osasuna clear. There'll be a throw-in for Barca. Cool heads need to prevail now because Barca can't afford to get into any more trouble. Jordi Alba just saw a yellow card for yapping at the referee. Honestly, like, probably with reason because Pedri had been doubly fouled. The referee was taking a while to blow the whistle. But yeah, need to be very careful now because things are a bit heated at El Sadar. Barça enjoying a long possession in Osasuna's half now. Pedri with the turn. Pedri's going to feed it out wide. There goes Balde. Balde with the cross inside. Too high, too long. Nothing happens there. Right, can Barca equalise before half-time, guys? Yes, no, it's really difficult. I'm going to say it's really difficult.
But why not? Like we can trust in this team to find the opportunities. And I don't know, the wingers will be more important than ever right now. Like to find those opportunities there. I think this is a shame because it's like I think Barça, Osasuna were like performing really well. It was a great football show, and then it's just the referee deciding to turn it into a war.
Careful here now, the pressure by Ousmane Dembélé, the clearance away by Aitor. Let's see if we can at least like create the opportunities before half-time. Try and put a little bit of pressure on Osasuna. Go into the dressing room like on a high. It's really difficult though, being that we are one man down. Robert Lewandowski got sent off for 2 yellow cards. How unlikely is that? I mean, you were saying, Spence, that maybe knowing that you already have one, you don't go into that clash, into that challenge in the same way. Careful, because Osasuna are attacking down the left. Moy Gomez trying to get away from Balde. Balde, great defending. Vamos, Balde. Dembélé can't clear. Osasuna win it back. To me, the issue is also that the first yellow card was kind of a weak one, too easily shown. 9th minute.
We can go through this so many different ways, man. It's going to end up being frustrating regardless of how we do it.
By Toro over the crossbar.
So Gil Manzano, the referee, he's officiated 33 games for Barça in LaLiga. He's issued 6 red cards. That's 1 red card for every 5.5 games of football. He's officiated 42 matches for Real Madrid. He's issued 1 red card.
Oh, that's interesting. And the 6 yellow cards, can you see who they are?
6 reds.
6 red cards?
Messi, Suarez, Lewandowski, Neymar, Sergi Roberto.
I can't get it that quickly, but I can.
Because I know he's the only one that has showed to Messi, Suarez, Neymar, now to Lewandowski, and I remember one to Sergi Roberto.
Right, well, Barca will have an opportunity here, Bruno. It's a corner kick that David Garcia gave away a little bit too easily, maybe.
Yes, Frenkie de Jong is the one who's going to take this corner kick, and in this kind of games you need set pieces. Christensen is there, Busquets is there, Marcos Alonso, and of course Ferran Torres.
Okay, let's see. Come on. Be a good time to score on the set piece. In comes the delivery by Frenkie de Jong, looking for the far post. Header by Ferran Torres. Didn't have much of an angle. Sent it up high over the crossbar.
The last one was Dani Alves against Atleti last year.
Oh, true. Yeah, yeah. The 4-2 win. Yeah.
Messi
Against Girona. Who was it against?
No, that was. In one moment, sorry. Messi was again in the
was it
Supercopa.
Oh, the Supercopa. Yeah, the Villalibre one. Yeah, yeah,
Against Atleti. Against Girona, it was Langley. 2-2 draw.
Neymar against Malaga. No?
Neymar against Malaga, double yellow. And a 6-1 win against Rayo is Dani Alves again.
And we're missing one. Oh, is it the Suarez one?
And then this is 6.
This is the 6. Okay, okay, okay. Careful with Osasuna. No, the ball goes out for a throw-in. Right, 42 minutes played. Also under pressure here. De Jong almost gave it away. Marcos is going to have to clear. The long ball played by Marcos Alonso. It's headed down by Toro. See if Pedri can get out of this without a foul. Well, it was either a Pedri foul or a Barca throw-in, and the assistant referee gave the only thing it was not. Which is an Osasuna throw-in.
That's crazy. He was in front, like he was 1 meter.
Pedri's going to run. Pedri's going to run. Pedri's going to go on the break. Here we go. Go Pedri. Go Pedri. Trying to cut inside. He ran out of steam. And across came David Garcia to win the ball back for Osasuna, but Barca have the ball again. Here is Frenkie de Jong. Frenkie de Jong is going to play it to the left. Pedri keeps it in. See if Barca can build one final attacking action in this first. Well, I mean, I say final. There might be some added time with all the controversy.
Or not.
Or maybe not. I don't know. Who knows? Here is Dembele. Dembele is going to cut inside. Dembele looking for an opening to shoot. The shot by Dembele. The header away by David Garcia, who just launched himself into this. David Garcia so far man of the match, definitely for Osasuna for what he's doing on both sides. Shot by Dembele was going in the right direction. Another corner kick. See if we can get something out of this one. On the right side, it's going to be Dembele who takes it. Now, it's going to be a conversation between Gil Manzano, Sergio Busquets and Nacho Vidal. Pass is going to take this short. Looks like it. Dembele to Frenkie de Jong, and Frenkie de Jong back to Dembele. Dembele's going to switch it over to Jordi Alba. Alba, can he put the ball back inside the box? No. Careful now here, careful. There's no one there to recover the ball. Pedri. Bruno, how much time do you estimate we might get?
A long one because VAR has been taking the goal, then the red card of Lewandowski. At least 3-4 minutes for sure. Now Gil Manzano in this corner kick again, talking in a really disrespectful way to the players. It's unbelievable the way he acts, not just for the decisions, also for the way that he officiates with not respect to the players, and this is something that we cannot accept.
There's Jordi Alba, Frenkie de Jong. De Jong over to Dembele. Let's see if Barca can equalise. Dembele finds Pedri. Pedri is going to pass it out to the left. He's going to drive. 4 minutes of added time. The cross by. Offside. But
disallowed. Let's see.
I can't believe.
Because Pedri and Ferran are saying no, and also Jordi Alba saying no, impossible that this can be an offside. But now they are not arguing too many with Gil Manzano, so
yeah, it is offside.
I don't expect they are optimistic.
It is offside. Ferran had found the back of the net, but was just offside.
It's a shame that halftime is going to arrive now, because Barca are in their best moment of the match with 10 players.
Yeah. That would have been amazing.
Yeah, and just before the halftime and everything.
Would have been amazing as well for like the confidence of Ferran finding the back of the net there.
I think he can still build confidence even though he doesn't have the goal to count.
Like Osasuna now don't seem like they're in too much of a hurry. They want the clock to tick before half-time. The 1-0 is good for them. Maybe they sense that Barca are in their best mode. Careful, an open shot blocked by Marcos. Can Barca run here? Frenkie? Ooh, Frenkie tackles. Frenkie tries to feed it out to Pedri, and yeah, there's an earlier foul call.
And that's yellow card to throw
Frankie
the ball
wants
to
yellow.
the other side, right?
Not today.
Look,
if
I
it
like
would
what
have
I'm
been
seeing.
Lewandowski, it would be.
I like what I'm seeing from Barca in these last 5 or 6 minutes, late in this first half. Good reaction from the team. In a tough situation. We're 1-0 down with a goal that probably shouldn't have counted, and one man down. A couple of questionable yellows that Robert Lewandowski saw. Right, Dembélé. Try and make a solo run, trying to get away from Juan Cruz. Can he? Dembélé.
Vamos.
Dembélé, yes, it's foul.
Falta?
Falta. Right, a foul, Bruno. Is there going to be a yellow card this time?
Yes, finally, yellow
Okay.
card for Juan Cruz. Of course, if this tackle is not a yellow card for Juan Cruz, then Barca are going to have probably the final action before halftime with this set piece.
Clear foul on Ousmane Dembélé, and a yellow, as Spence is showing you, for Juan Cruz. Right, an opportunity here at the set piece again. Looks like Dembélé's going to deliver. We've got Busquets, we've got Marcos, we've got Christensen, we've got Ferran Torres in there as well. Pedri on the edge of the box. Oh, yeah, great moment. Come on, guys. To the lifetime with
Vamos.
footballs. See if we can score now. Footballs to encourage. Oh, Jordi Alba's going to cross it. Here comes the cross by Jordi Alba. Long far post, looking for Ferran Torres. The ball headed away by Juan Cruz for another corner kick. Final minute of this first half. Frankie de Jong is going to deliver.
Give yourself a chance. Just get ahead
It comes
to
out.
Here comes a back pass by Frankie de Jong. Dembélé tried to go to his left, and it was so predictable. Now Frankie couldn't dribble past, and Barca are going to have to recover the ball in their own half. Pedri, careful. It's a one-on-one situation. Pedri is going to pass it straight out to Frankie de Jong, and the first half is going to end here, right, Bruno?
Yes, Osasuna are going to take this throw in, and this is going to end with 1-0 down for Barca, but improving their feelings, getting confidence for the second half, although they will play with 10 men.
Right, first half ends here, the 49th minute. It is Osasuna 1, Barca 0 at the break. Very controversial first half. Should the goal have counted? Maybe not. Should Lewandowski be sent off? I don't think so. Anyway, thumbs up or thumbs down for this first half. I'm going to go thumbs down, but mostly because of, not because of how Barca played, because of everything else that went on, because it just goes against the greatness of football. All very mucky. Now we can see Gerard Piqué talking to Gil Manzano, having a conversation
He can do
there.
that now.
And I don't know. For me, it's a thumbs down. Let us know, guys.
I go for the first time that thumb you
Yeah,
have.
my
that
thumb
one.
sideways? Thumb sideways?
I take that one because I think Barca didn't play bad. Like we see, like there is two situations that just changed the game, and both involved the referee today. I don't think like Osasuna was playing better than Barca. I don't think Barca was playing way better than Osasuna. I think it was an equal game. Barca had their moments, and they were increasingly playing better in the last minutes. But there's those situations that just break the game, and in both situations the referee is involved, as always against Barca. So for me, it's thumbs up for the team, thumbs down for Gil Manzano.
Yeah, I really hate saying the as always for Barca referee kind of stuff, because I don't think that's the right rhetoric to be throwing around, but it's hard to ignore what you see, and so all you can do is spit the facts, and obviously the facts tend to dictate that Gil Manzano is as bad of a matchup for Barca as
Osasuna is.
as other teams can be. Yeah, it's tough. It's tough.
Yeah, I mean, there's definitely a lot to improve in what the team gave today. I think they struggled when Osasuna pressed high, gave the ball away a couple of times, a bit too easily. So there's things to improve, but also, I mean, Gil Manzano's made it a little bit difficult for Barca, and obviously improving things will be very difficult as well with 10 men.
Yeah, I think in my opinion, this first half should have ended 0-0, like easily, because Osasuna had that opportunity that for me it was fault, and Barça didn't have like super clear opportunities other than that shot of Lewandowski and the goal of Ferran that was disallowed. It is difficult to change the situation, but for me the game right now is perfect for Ansu Fati.
Right, let's take a break from football. Let's go into a little bit of halftime entertainment. We'll switch back to the game once Spencer is done with his halftime quiz, but it is time for Spencer's halftime quiz, so let's get to it. Did he once eat 44 croquetas? 44 croquetas? Croquetas?
Well, I have to say, I am a little bit hungry. Ooh. All right, Barca fans, let's go. Shake it off. Give me a little shake. Do this with me. Everybody at home, a little wiggle. Feel good. Okay, it's all right. We got 45 more minutes to play. We're going to play them. And you never know what can happen. This team has been capable this year of doing some pretty incredible things at the end. Let's do some halftime quiz to get our minds off of everything. And in fact, the World Cup is coming up. So this is the last club game we've got. We want to talk a little bit about the World Cup because it's coming up soon, and so let's see what we can do. As always, I'm reading your answers out loud. Give me what you got. If you can go 3 for 3, 4 for 4, 5 for 5, I'm ready for you. Let's see question number 1. Uh-oh. Well, that was that's last week's quiz. All right. Well, we're gonna have to roll with it for now. We did this. We did this one on Saturday, but okay, well, I suppose we'll start this way. If you actually happen to be with us on Saturday, then hopefully you can go 5 for 5. Let's see if you remember them. Yeah, no, all right. Let's see. Let's see if we can try again. I have a feeling we can. And if not, then you know what? You and I will just talk throughout halftime, and that's what we'll do. We'll just, if you actually, as a matter of fact, while we're sorting through all of this to see if we can find this week's halftime quiz, I will ask you at home, and then I'll read off your answers. Who do you think will win the 2022 World Cup? So let's start by getting that in, and if we do find what we're looking for, then we'll go from there. It's all right. Who do you think will win the 2022 World Cup? That's the question. I will... Max says, now I can go 5 for 5. Well... Yeah, I know, that's true. I want to hear your reasons, too. I don't just want to read off Argentina, because that is the name that I'm seeing the most, right? Argentina from Peaky, Argentina from Triple Speed, Argentina from Idrith. Yeah, but why Argentina? Yeah, we know why Argentina. Okay. There we go. Now, see someone other than Argentina. Here we go. Well, Alia says Argentina, but we've got... Ethereum who says Argentina or Brazil. Soccer is Everything says Spain. Carolina says Germany because of Hansi Flick. Thexcu says Poland. Robbie says Messi. Let's see, we got a couple of Poland answers in here. Saudi Arabia from TAM14. Algeria coming in. Let's see. All right, so Arian says Croatia. Just because we play as a team together, we don't individualize, and Croatia, of course, getting to the final 4 years ago. All right, so my second question then for you as it relates to the World Cup is, which team has the best set of strikers, frontline attacking players, goal scorers? Which team in the World Cup has the best attacking players? Give me your answers. Give me the team. Give me some players that you think can make an impact. Oh, look. Oh, how about that? We got our quiz back. Okay, never mind. You know what? Let's do this. All right, I see question 2, which tells me that we've skipped over question 1, and so today we're looking to go 4 for 4. So let's go back to this. Let's do question 2. Who is the youngest player ever to appear in a World Cup final? Was it Miroslav Klose, that's Germany? Was it Lionel Messi with Argentina? Was it Pelé with Brazil? Or Johan Cruyff with the Netherlands? So... and I will read off some of your answers because I asked you. Imran says France with Mbappe, Benzema, Griezmann. I got Mexico in there. Ludus says India. Not this time. All right, answers coming in. Triple Speed says C, Pele. Zaid says Pele. Lakshman says Pele. Thomas G, Pele. Lots of Pelés. Andre says Klose. Carolina says D, Johan Cruyff. It's mostly C's coming in. Mostly C's, and you all would be correct as it relates to that answer. It is indeed Pele. Not even 18 years old, appearing in a World Cup final in 1958. And he actually appeared in the one before that, or in the in the one after that too, where they won back-to-back, one of the only teams ever to do it. Let's move on to question 3. While representing Argentina, not with Barça, but with Argentina, Lionel Messi is the only player ever to do what? Is it A, score 3 game-winning goals in the same World Cup tournament? B, score 4 goals in a World Cup game? Was it C, play in 4 different World Cups? Or D, score in his teens, his 20s, and his 30s? The only player in World Cup history to do what? A, B, C, D. 3 game-winning goals, 4 goals in a game, 4 different World Cups, or score in his teens, 20s, and 30s. Soccer is everything says D. Dilyar Kasim says B. Ethereum says C. Amine says D. What else we got? Zaid says D. Triple Speed says D. Carlos Martinez says D. I'm sorry, B. We've got B from... let's see. Sevko says C. Piki says A. Leonardo says B. Danik Dan says D. And most of you are on this one. I'm sorry, Carolina, not this time. Most of you are on this one. This is I love this one. Let's see the answer. He's the only player in World Cup history to score in his teenage years, his 20s, and his 30s, and he's going to look to become the person who's played in the most, or I should say scored in the most World Cups, this being his 5th. All right, onward we roll. Question 4. Which country will not have a Barca player representing them at the World Cup? Is it Denmark, France, Morocco, or the Netherlands? Answers coming in now. Alia says 2 for 2. Yeah, 4 for 4 is what we're going for today. So Alia and Robbie says 2 for 2. Amine says 2 for 2. Let's see. Ricardo says B, France. Dilyar says A, Denmark. Carolina says C, Morocco. Zaid says C. Ricardo, we already talked about. Max says C. Ethereum C. Larry C. Belil A with Denmark. Piki with A. Anime A. Imposter 2.0 says B. This is actually a little tougher than maybe you thought, but most of you do have it right. Most of you do have it right, although I did see some love for the country earlier. Let's see the answer, please. It is Morocco. Of course, you have Frankie de Jong. All rosters haven't been announced yet, but Frankie, of course, and Memphis getting some love with the Netherlands. France with Ousmane Dembélé and Jules Koundé. Denmark, Christensen. Morocco, not yet. All right, question 5. What year did Spain host its only World Cup? We are here in Spain, and a lot of people will be not just rooting for Argentina, but also rooting for Spain, because there are a lot of Barca players that will be representing them as well. Hopefully, with the squads announced, Pedri, maybe more, Gavi, Ansu, we'll see. 2018, 2002, 1996, or 1982. This one should be easier than you think. It should be. Let's see the answers. Anzur says A. Presso says D. Alia says D. Sold. TPS says D. Ardit says C. Carolina says C. 1996. I'm sorry, Carolina. This was an off day for you today. Isaac says D. Roland says D. Elvidon says D. Anna Arloff says A. Piki says B. John Adrian says C. Ardit, yep. Again, you were all, for the most part, pretty good today. Let's take a look at our answer, please. 1982. Got to go back quite a ways for it. Yeah, 96, there was no World Cup. 2018, just 4 years ago. was in Russia in 2002. I believe was South Korea, if I remember right. So yeah, that's our halftime quiz. Thanks for joining us. Thanks for playing along at the beginning too. We appreciate that. We will get back to you on that later next time. We'll have more quizzes for you once the World Cup is over. In the meantime, back to Robert and Hidati.
Yeah, Spence, and stay there just a second because we're going to go through your secret song, your secret tune. But let's go to Bruno first. The players are coming back onto the pitch, and we did want to ask the fans, Bruno, who was the best player of the first half? Was it Balde? Was it Ferran? Was it Frenkie de Jong? Was it anyone else?
I'm going to say Balde, Robert. I'm going to say Balde because, again, playing in the right, has been really solid in defense. And let's see if in the second half can also be participating more in attack because, like the other day, we are seeing more the attack from the left. Yeah, Barça players are here. We are still waiting for Osasuna players. With this impression and this frustration of this goal from Osasuna probably has been, well, given, but in a way that we don't really agree, and then the red card for Lewandowski. So it's going to be tough the second half, but let's see if Barça continues in that good way as they ended in this first half to score the equalizer and then, of course, continue dreaming about the 3 points that, of course, today seems to be complicated.
Right, thank you, Bruno. Spence.
Yes.
Your secret tune.
Yeah.
What was it today?
We got to go back to Valencia, and I'm trying to. You didn't know the song last time, so this is more of a test for you too. I'm wondering if you're familiar with the song, if you're on the social medias. Can we see it? Can we go? What was the secret tune? It's from Valencia. Let's roll it. My money don't jiggle, jiggle, it folds. I like to see you wiggle, wiggle for sure. It makes me wanna dribble, dribble you. No, riding in my Fiat, you really have to see it 6 feet 2 in a compact, no slack. But luckily the seats go back. I got a knack to relax. In my mind, sipping some red wine. Do you know that one?
No. Where do you get these tunes from? Right, good job. Good job.
Robert.
But where do you get these songs from? I don't know where you get these songs
Irati knows it.
from. No. Right, second half has started, guys. Second half has started. Let's go to...
Hey, vamos.
Foul on Ferran Torres and a yellow card. Bruno.
Yes, yellow card for Osasuna in this first move of the second half after the one that Juan Cruz saw. Now it's David Garcia. So defenders of Osasuna now also start seeing a yellow card, and why not? Can be another option to equal again the game if some Osasuna players sees a red card. Why not? Let's see, because now the really interesting option for Barça in this set piece.
Right, let's see. First minute of the second half. Frenkie de Jong can cross the ball in. Here comes the cross by Frenkie, long looking for Marcos. He did leap in.
It was a good idea, like
It
to
was
bring.
a good idea. So what are we playing with, Bruno? It's kind of like a 4-4-2, no? Or 4-3-2, sorry, 4-3-2. With the injury, with the sending off. I'm getting my
But
words.
Pedri is playing more up.
Bruno?
Sorry.
Bruno's... No, Bruno, no, don't hide. Don't hide. Bruno's having his halftime sandwich.
Oh, it's worse. I had an accident with a chocolate croissant. I have here that proves. I said Nazi end with it because it's with all the chocolate
Oh, dear.
to my fingers. It was my halftime
That's a chocolate bomb,
food,
Bruno.
at least.
Yeah, it's chocolate with croissant.
Chocolate for me.
Okay,
Yeah.
I can't remember what I was saying. Yeah, we're playing with kind of like a 4-3-2 or a 4-2-3. With Pedri kind of
Yes,
alternating,
now
yeah?
seems to be exactly. Now we see Dembélé more open in one of the wings, as in the first half was Dembélé in Ferran as number 9. Let's see, careful.
Here comes
Sí,
Pedri.
sí,
Pedri. That's a goal. That's a goal. Pedri with the goal. Vamos. Come on. Keep eating that donut, Bruno.
Vamos.
Let's go. Vamos, Pedrito, vamos. Barça equalised. A cross by Jordi Alba. Ferran went for it. There was a clearance. And Pedri pick up the loose ball
Vamos.
to make it Osasuna 1, Barça 1 with 10 men. Barça equalised. Bruno Pedri with the goal.
Incredible. We start discussing how Barça were playing. Yes, they changed a little bit the system, and it seems that it's working really, really well. Pedri scoring at El Sadar. In the first half, we said, why Pedri doesn't shoot more? Why Pedri doesn't try to test a little bit Aitor? Well, there we go. First shot on target for him in the game. Barça scoring the equalizer. Are back in the game. Of course, it's still really difficult playing with 10 men, but let's see, because we are still checking the goal, and now, yes, goal is given. Goal is given, and Barça equalized right now, 1-1 in El Sadar.
And what an effort from Ferran
Exactly.
there,
I was just
pushing
gonna
the
point
two
that out.
center backs. Like he's the one making the space for Pedri to score there all alone.
I was just going to point that out. It's the hustle by Ferran attracting two defenders, allowing for that loose ball to happen and for Pedri to come on and push it into the back of the net. By the way, going for the most difficult angle in where he placed the ball, Pedri.
Yeah, but
Going for the near post.
But he tried. He was all alone, and I think Barça did very well playing all together there with all the passes, and that Ferran keeping all the center backs to him, and it was a really good move, and in a really important moment, like the other day the Dembele goal, like just after the halftime.
Bruno, Gil Manzano wasn't happy enough with what he'd done in the first half. At halftime, something else happened, right? We just found out.
Yes, I'm receiving now the confirmation from my producer, Pep Molero, that Piqué has been sent off. In halftime, we saw that image of Gerard Piqué going to talk to Gil Manzano in the field, but there inside seemed that there was no problem at all. But then at halftime has been sent off, so Piqué is not going to be able to play in his final game of his career in Barça. Thank you very much, Gil Manzano.
See, and I just was reading like some stats in the halftime. Like, wait, careful.
Careful, Ferran trying to drive forward. Ferran's going to lose it. Okay.
And we missed some. Like Barça is the team that Gil Manzano has shown more red cards in the whole career. It's 9 red cards, adding these 2 in 33 games, which is just crazy.
Well, look, I mean, it's because of a sending off, but
Yeah.
look, I mean, we're giving out this Piqué jersey today. It's a signed jersey, signed by Gerard Piqué himself. He's been sent off today for going to have a talk with Gil Manzano, for going to defend Barca's interest like he's done so many times. Gil Manzano felt that, look, I don't want you to play today, so I'm going to send you off. But Piqué, retiring last Saturday as a Barca player because he won't be able to play today. You can get this if you click on the link that is on our live chat. You click, you register, you sign in, and you take part in this draw, and you can win this signed Gerard Piqué jersey.
And you know what I like the most of this? Like, even all these things that has happened to Barca, the team just comes after the halftime, scores that goal, and they have to prove in the field that no matter what, they are going to go to get these 3 points and before the World Cup in the top of LaLiga.
Right, with this goal by Pedri, Barca have equalised, and I would like the live chat to be filled with magic emojis. So the wand or the magic hat.
I'll take a bird like flying out of the hat, or a bunny like a
Is
rabbit
the bird magic?
pulling a rabbit out of his hat.
Maybe the hat and the wand are the easy ones, right?
They're just encouraging creativity, Robert.
Yeah.
I mean, come on. We
Let's
have a
do
lot
that.
of creative people watching.
Let's encourage the live chat by doing it ourselves as well, because that tends to work. If they see it, then they can copy it. And careful here, the cross into the hands of Ter Stegen. Where are we? I need to go and look for this now. I've got the wands already. I can see the wands already on the live chat, so let's do one.
Thank you, Alia. Always coming through.
Wands and hats as well. Careful with Osasuna attacking. There we are. The magic on the live chat with Pedri scoring the equalizer. Careful with this pass inside. Osasuna looking for the shot over the crossbar.
Nada.
And now Barca, of course, need to be careful after this equaliser. It was set up by Jordi Alba. The cross inside. Ferran attracts 2 defenders, fights for it. There's an attempt of a clearance. I think, who gets a touch on it? It's Unai Garcia. And Pedri comes in from behind and puts the empty ball, or the ball into the empty net, sorry. Also, want to ask the fans, no changes at halftime. Who would you like to see in this second half? Would you like to see Raphinha? Would you like to see Ansu? Would you like to see Gavi? Bruno, who's warming up?
Gavi for FC Barcelona, just himself, the one in the sideline, 3 players for Osasuna.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see what Xavi decides.
So one comment and one question. The comment is, I thought that as soon as Lewandowski got sent off, that Ferran would be the guy that would take up that striker role, because he just played it the other day, and he seemed to play it well. And he, as we talked about, set up that goal by drawing both center backs and opening up the space for Pedri. Yellow card?
Yellow card, Bruno, right, for Touró.
But for Lucas Torró, are you sure? Because I had the impression that, Lucas Torró, yellow card. Because Barça players, all of them went again to complain to Gil Manzano. And let's see, because now has his hand on his right hand. He's going to chat. Well, he's going to feel a little bit of interest of Ferran Torres. That's good for a referee, because he never gets interest on the shape of the players. And now, yes. Okay, so yeah, it's yellow card for Torró. Balde playing the ball for Christensen.
Right, Spence. We have wait a minute. We're going to wait for the ball to go out, and then we'll do a round of comments. And I'm being told that there's some sort of surprise, something that I don't know about.
All right. I like surprises. My question, by the way, is just to Bruno, which is, do you have any more of that treat left next to you, or did you eat it all?
No, I mean, there was an accident because it was full of chocolate inside the croissant. They actually told me in the baker place where I bought it, and as I was full of chocolate when I was here connecting live, I gave it to Ignacy, who has enjoyed it, I think, a lot, and half of the croissant has been for him, and
so
I tried to eat a little bit, but it was impossible.
It wasn't really an accident.
Impossible,
Well, it was a happy accident for Ignacy, but...
Because if you can get your hands on another one, Barca might find another goal.
I have to say that it was my dessert, because first of all, I during halftime, the short halftime that now we have, I've been eating my sandwich, and this was my sweet dessert.
Careful here, the run by Jimmy Avila. Corner kick for Osasuna. He was offside, right.
Offside.
He was offside. Okay, Spence, go for it.
Okay, you don't know what this is?
I don't know what, well, I mean, I think we've got comments first and then some sort of surprise.
Okay. All right, then. Let's see some comments. This was before Barca equalized. Saeed said, Spence, go drive to Osasuna Stadium, invade the pitch, and tell Xavi to sub Busquets off and put Gavi on and switch Frankie to center. It's a lot of instructions, okay? I'm not really a take instructions kind of guy. I'm more of a doer, but yeah, sure. I mean, I'll just leave the show now. Aisha, Ferran needs to take the responsibility of scoring without Lewandowski, and I would say he played a big part in that goal, for sure. Andenes, yo no sabía que en los corners se jugaba al rugby en vez de a fútbol. I didn't know that on corners we play rugby instead of football. Vaya placaje a Marcos Alonso. ¿Cómo se nota quién va líder en la liga? Am I missing something?
Bruno, Touró.
Many tension in the bench, and now Gil Manzano is going to book Xavi Hernandez, because after that tackle, everyone there in Barca's bench, but absolutely everyone, Xavi, Carlos Naval, Oscar Hernandez, Sergio Alegre, everyone went to the fourth official and the linesman to say, hey, that's not the second yellow card? No, not for Gil Manzano, so the yellow card has been for Xavi Hernandez, but almost there. I don't know the images there on the studio, a tackle, a possible second yellow card.
Yeah, it could have been. It could have been. I think maybe
In a normal
not.
football match, no, but he has turned this football match into that.
Yes. Well, here we are. I just saw a comment on the live chat that said red card to who? It was to Lewandowski. Right, Barca attacking. We'll go back to Spence in a second. Dembele, Balde, the cross back in, a bit too weak, low, and the clearance by Juan Cruz. Right, Spence.
So Alias says during the international break, you guys could visit Slovenia, which is not a bad idea. I'm down for it. Or Alia, you could come to Spain, either way. Amani, I was watching Real Madrid's live match center against Vallecano, even though I didn't understand anything, and I feel like my presence was their bad luck to their defeat. I know we were talking about this with Amani before. Well done. You know what? You can troll over there. That's okay. That's okay. And you know, I know we were talking about the fact that maybe like we need to start sending Spence to these places. I gotta tell you, the train ride over to Madrid and then the little cab ride to Vallecas, it wasn't so bad. So yeah, we're 2 for 2, baby. 2 for 2. Let's go. Vamos, Rayo.
Vamos, Rayo. Yeah, maybe we can have some a little thunderstorm in the studio again. See if it
Don't scare
brings
me
us
this
some
time.
good luck.
Still waiting for still waiting for a replay on Inati being scared.
We'll see if we do have that. Bruno, Osasuna are going to make a substitution, right? Why are you laughing?
Yes, really intelligent. Well, because it's Lucas Torro, the player who is gonna be replaced right now by Kike Garcia. Probably, well, Arrasate intelligent here. He knows football house about it, and even more with this referee. So, well, just in case Torro comes off and Kike Garcia comes on. So, well, an attacking change this one because Kike Garcia, of course, is a striker and Torro midfielder.
Yeah. So he's brought on extra fire. I mean, I imagine Rubén Garcia goes into the creative spot in midfield, right? Rubén Garcia gets drawn back, and then Kike Garcia plays up top with Chimi, who's just dribbling past Balde. Careful with that cross, looking for Kike Garcia. Soft header into the hands of Ter Stegen.
I've seen now here a stat, and with that red card, Piqué compares to the Barça player with more red card in his career, next to Risto Stoichkov with 11. So maybe Gil Manzano wanted Gerard Piqué to have another record.
Well, Piqué has a lot of records as a Barca player, and that was not a bad one either.
I'd like to know if Xavi was thinking about bringing him in the second half, because that.
Careful with the cross by Tini Avila. Oof, into the hands of Ter Stegen. It was a good thing that Oroz didn't connect there by a hair, but he didn't manage to connect. I think Barca need the Energizer Bunny to come on.
Ooh, yeah, that'll help.
Yeah, that can come for like 2 players.
That
energy is for 2 players.
You're down to 10 men, but that's like putting the 11th back out there.
Also, a player who might struggle under the interpretation of the rules of Gil Manzano. My bet would be early yellow card for Gavi.
First minute.
Whenever he comes on.
Valid.
Yeah, seeing what we are seeing, of course.
Denzel says, how did Piqué get a red card?
That's
a good question.
Having a little chat with the referee at halftime. I don't know what was said.
He just spoke to him.
We saw him kind of have the conversation, and then the referee walk off, and Piqué in disbelief behind him. So it happened then.
Yeah, and Piqué was saying, no te vayas, don't go. So it happened then. And then we saw when the players were coming back again.
Here's Balde running away. Go Balde, go boy. Hey! Moncayola should see a yellow card here.
How many
yellow cards did Osasuna have, Bruno?
I'm counting Juan Cruz, David Garcia, Torro, and Moncayola, the 4th one, if I'm not wrong.
Balde was tackled twice from behind. Impressive run there by Alejandro Balde, who's doing very, very well today.
It started to not be new, like Balde is performing well.
On the right-hand side. Now Dembele on the right. Going to try and drive inside, passing back to Busquets. Busquets, quick pass to Marcos Alonso. Barca playing in Osasuna's half. Here's Frankie de Jong.
Shoot it,
going
Frank.
to try and run forward. Ferran Torres feeds it out to Jordi Alba. Alba! Tried to go for a straight shot. I mean...
He was offside.
He was offside, okay. So maybe he took the shot because of that.
Yeah.
He was slightly offside, okay. Okay, right. Well, being that we're 1 man down and have been for quite a while, the game is in a situation which I don't dislike, Bruno.
Absolutely. You are there with 30 minutes to go. Even the point after being 1-0 down and with 10 men, it's not a bad result, I think, taking into account everything what was being happening. But right now, of course, not. It's not enough a point because we're in the 62nd minute and Barca still has time now to try and go for the win. But I'm liking a lot the attitude of all these players. And I'm sure that this red card to Lewandowski has motivated also the squad. Sometimes this kind of situations in the game also motivates your players. And yeah, I'm seeing this extra point of motivation for all of them today to try and take the 3 points before the World Cup.
Yeah, it's unfortunate with that red card because once we come back from the international break, he's going to miss the Espanyol game.
That's true.
Oh,
That's true. Gonna miss the derby. So we will not see Lewandowski in a Barca shirt until 2023. Happy
No.
New Year, Levy.
Yeah.
See you then.
Thank you,
careful.
Hilman.
Jimmy Avila's playing on the left now, making deep runs. Juan Cruz inside pass. Careful here with Oroz. Tries to put it back in. Ball goes off of Christensen and into the hands of Ter Stegen. Barca are doing well defending here.
And he is always seemingly
And now
underappreciated.
Raphinha joins Gavi in the warm-up area, so Raphinha now starts warming up.
Okay.
I just love seeing Christensen work because he seems so sturdy at the back. He's been making all the right plays.
and coming out from an injury when it's always hard to be at your point.
And he always defends with his hands behind his back, which is really difficult for a defender to do. But if you want to ensure that there's no handball when the cross comes in, that's what you have to do.
Ansu Fati and also Eric Garcia are going to warm up. So now, right now, let's recap a little bit. It's Gavi, Raphinha, Ansu Fati, and Eric Garcia.
Is Christensen all right? Because I kind of saw him like grimacing a little bit after that long pass to Dembele. Does he seem all right, Bruno?
Let's see, because now, yeah, he's in front of me. He's struggling now a little bit. He's limping a little bit, Christensen. Let's see if he's going to be able to continue or not.
We saw
Denmark
Xavi and his two
announced
assistants
yesterday
having a
list for the
conversation
World
now.
Cup. Yes, and Eric Garcia has started warming up, so we will have to see. Of course, Christensen back after his injury today in the starting lineup. Limping a little bit, but he's still on the field right now.
Okay, so he's all right. Barca fighting for the ball in Osasuna's half. Ferran Torres goes down. Pressure by Pedri. Balde recover. Ooh. Foul from behind on Jimmy Avila. Balde's going to see a yellow card. Got there
Yellow
just
card
a little
for
bit late.
Alejandro Balde. Yes, another one for Barca. Balde's not happy with this decision. Now, seeing this yellow card, Alejandro Balde.
It's just a little bit too late there.
He goes so fast, it's hard for him to slow down.
Yeah. Right now, Barca in defending is a 4-4-1 with Dembele on the right, Busquets and Frenkie in the middle, Pedri on the left, and Ferran Torres, the sole player left up front. 65 minutes played. Osasuna in possession now. Trying to play on or take advantage of Barca's possible fatigue. Throw into Osasuna. Although Balde and Dembele thought it should be given to Barca.
You're right.
But it's normal, they are right and the referee is not. He was super far from the
there's
situation.
no way for him to see that.
Yeah, there's no way.
Right. In comes across by Juan Cruz. A foul called against Osasuna. They wanted a penalty. I mean, yeah.
Yes, and Balde now has to be intelligent because Jimmy Avila has been now in a challenge with him. Osasuna players, with experience, they are going to try, of course, to confuse Balde, but he has to be intelligent now with this yellow card also after all what has happened during the game and stay mentally strong because yeah, he has a yellow card and Barca right now for sure cannot miss anyone else in the field.
And also smart from the Osasuna players, like seeing what the referee is doing, like just to try to get the situation and ask for penalties.
Long pass intercepted by Marcos Alonso. Barca, I feel like we need a little bit of fuel. Need a little something extra to control possession in midfield. Now Pedri, a couple of twists and turns.
I can hear you inadvertently clamoring for Gavi.
Yes.
And also Ansu, I would love to see. I think he can bring also energy up front.
And I think we need something extra as well up front. Maybe Raphinha. Raphinha and Ansu could be a good combination. I don't think Xavi would put 3 attacking players up front, but I think now Dembele and Ferran are growing tired. Need a bit of energy up there as well, a bit of creativity.
Yeah.
Xavi usually makes substitution early than the 60th minute where we are now, but I understand his situation. It's not easy to come on in a game where you are playing with 10. Careful, Ferran.
Ferran trying to control and run. Go, Bruno, go.
So yeah, it's difficult to come on in a game with 10 players against a really intense side like Osasuna. And it's true that after the goal, Barcelona has slowed down a little bit, but this is normal. But more or less they are also playing a good match, the ones that are on the field. So yeah, I understand Xavi that probably thinks, who I take off? I mean, there are good options to come on, but which players I can replace? Well, he will be thinking for sure. He's chatting now with Oscar Hernandez, and yeah, I agree with you.
Careful! Oh! The cross that became a shot by Jimmy Avila from far out on the left, and Ter Stegen had to run back to tip it over the crossbar.
Wow.
Woof!
It was all intention. Wow.
All
Yeah,
intentional.
no, that was a shot.
Ter Stegen did very well there to save it. What a save by Ter Stegen. Airplane, please, because he did fly there to save the ball. What a save. Airplanes, please, for Marc-Andre Ter Stegen.
And it's not easy because he has to run back to save that one.
And right now, Carlos Naval is calling players on the sideline that are warming up. Now he has to go to the... Please, come. Yes, and now they are running. Let's see, the corner kick, and then I explain you who is going to come on.
Well, Gil Manzano wanted to interrupt the corner kick, have a little chat with the players.
Okay, so it's Gavi. Gavi's going to be the first change for Barca.
Okay, who comes off? Careful with this corner kick first. Across the header. Barca are going to clear. Bruno, who has a yellow card? Busquets, right? Maybe Busquets is the player taken off.
Yes. I think it's going to be Busquets. Yeah, because I'll imagine Xavi wants to go for the 3 points. 1 point, it's not enough for him, although the situation of the match. And I'll assume that Busquets, that it's a more defensive profile. De Jong can be more versatile in this aspect. So yeah, I think it's going to be Gavi, the one who's going to come on. Let's see, because now we have substitutions for Osasuna, first of all. No, not yet. The ball is on the way, and Gavi's going to be ready shortly.
I see a comment there from Tam14 saying, I think it's responsible to try and defend the 1-1 and not go for the second goal. I mean,
No, because
I think we need to go for the second.
Yeah, if you go to defend, there's more options, the other scores. If you go to score yours, you have the ball, and then there's less options to Osasuna to score the second. I think Xavi is waiting more with the subs just to stay with this 1-1 and just maybe the last 20 minutes go forward to that second goal.
Bruno, by the way, I mean, I think I gave an incorrect fact. Busquets doesn't have a yellow card, right?
That's Balde and Alba.
No, I don't think so. It's Balde and Jordi Alba, exactly. And of course, Lewandowski, who has been sent off. But I'll still think that probably it's going to be Busquets, the one that is going to be replaced. For these facts, because there's probably a profile that, depending on how the game goes, can be more attacking and also defending. And Busquets is more this role of defense. So I think Gavi is going to come on, yes, for Busquets.
Okay. Careful, because Frankie de Jong just gave the ball away. Oh, Pedri did very well running in behind. Round of applause for Pedri, please.
What a game.
Number two. Oh, Pedri making up for the mistake.
Question is, after the red card for Lewandowski, which happened, when was it? It was towards the 31st minute. So you're down 1-0 half an hour in. Do you take a draw at that point? If you were able to sign up for it, would you have taken it?
No.
No, you would have
No,
said...
because I think it was too early to sign for a draw.
We have quality players. Let's go.
All right, just a
And you're Barça, and if you want to be leader on top of LaLiga and win this title, you have to go against everything.
Careful with the cross into the hands of Ter Stegen. Gavi is ready, Bruno.
Yeah, Gavi is ready, and now let's see if the ball goes out. At the same time, Osasuna players also start to be a little bit tired, and that's also normal because they have been really intense during all these first minutes of the game. And of course, right now, 72 minutes in the clock, 1-1. you cannot sign this point. You have to go for the victory. Yeah, in the first half was a different story, but right now the team has to go for the 3 points. Gavi is ready in the sideline. Osasuna also are preparing substitutions. They start to feel tired, and it's going to be a really open game and beautiful for the neutral spectator for sure in these final minutes.
I think it's a perfect moment for Gavi because they're getting tired and Gavi comes with the energy.
Well, this could be a 2-on-2 with Dembele and Ferran Torres. Dembele driving inside. Ferran Torres ran the wrong way, tried to create the opening.
That was tough though because Ferran kept going and then he ran himself into an offside position, so Dembele had 0 options.
Shot by Dembele went wide. Right, Bruno, are the substitutions happening now?
Yes, let's see. It's going to be Christensen for Barça. And Gavi coming on. Let's see, this means that Frankie can be moving to the centre-back position. Xavi's going to prepare something different.
Me like.
We'll have to know. Yeah, it seems that Frankie's going to pair. Yeah, Frankie's going to pair with with Marcos Alonso there. Christensen coming off. Hopefully, it's nothing about injuries for Christensen, who has made, of course, an effort to be here today. And Osasuna also with a change. Darko coming on. And the one who comes off right now and receives a huge ovation is Rubén García.
Me like.
Because there is
Great
another
move
sub.
from Xavi.
Sorry.
I really like it.
Go, Bruno.
2 substitutions for Osasuna. Rubén Peña coming on, as well as Darko. And it's Rubén García, and I haven't seen the other player coming off for Osasuna.
Interesting move by Xavi, guys. Do you like it? Let us know on the live chat. I'd say careful here, the long ball. Frankie de Jong is going to have it covered. Frankie de Jong defends it, lets it go out. Round of applause, please. Fill the live chat with applauses for Xavi for the bravery, I'd say. For me, it's a round of applause.
It's just saying to Osasuna, to the referee, to everyone, I go for those 3 points. And it's also, now it's more changes coming, but it's also what we were talking before the game started, that you have to win the battle in the midfield. So having also Frankie there will open options to drive. And
Go Gavi, go Gavi. Hey! Gavi is fouled, no yellow card, of course.
First tackle of Rubén Peña. First tackle of Rubén Peña is not going to see a yellow card, and Aymar has been the other player taking off for Osasuna. So yeah, Aymar and Rubén García coming off. Darko and Rubén Peña, who now has made this tackle to Gavi coming on.
And Bruno, we saw that 2 more players are getting ready.
Yes, let's see. Players for Barça getting ready. Raphinha and Ansu Fati. Wow, impressive. Raphinha and Ansu. The easy one is to do it for Ferran and Dembele, but we will have to see if Xavi has also another surprise prepared.
I think it must be Ferran and Dembele, but let's see if they can go out with a bang. The cross by Dembele!
It was
punched away by Aitor Fernandez. There'll be a throw into Barça. Come on, guys. I have a good feeling for some reason about this game.
And the team is growing also. You can see Osasuna is more tired, like the pressure is not that high as it was before, and it was the perfect timing to put Gavi in.
Barca win this game?
Of course.
No question. Careful here. This thing is going to have to come out of his box to clear the ball away under pressure by El Chimi Avila. Throw in to Osasuna. The ball didn't roll far enough. Frankie de Jong almost lost the ball. Well, did lose the ball there. Careful with the cross inside.
Gavi heading it away.
Osasuna put another cross in. Kike Garcia with the header goes over. Barca need to be very careful. We've been careless 3 or 4 times with the ball. We're seeing Christensen receive treatment on the bench. And
I think they need to be calm, because I think the Xavi movements are saying the team just to go for the win, but there's still a lot of time to go for that win, and they need to be patient because the opportunity will come.
Double round of substitutions, Bruno. Vamos.
Yes, no surprises in this case. Ansu Fati coming on, he lost his stadium. Of course, he scored here his first goal for FC Barcelona. Raphinha also coming on, and the ones that are making their way are Ferran and Dembele. Barça needs to be really careful with all these aerial balls. Right now, they've lost Christensen. Of course, that is another important player. And Osasuna with Quique Garcia are really dangerous with all these kind of headers.
Okay. The substitutions there for Barça. Another round of applause, please, for Xavi, for the players who've come on. Encouragement, because I like that we've been brave, being down, reduced to 10 men, and going for the game. I'm sure we'll create at least one opportunity. Need to be careful, though, in defending this, because Osasuna have several threats there that can make things... dangerous, I was going to say. Quique Garcia with the back heel finish hit the post and went the wrong side of the net.
Yeah, no, it hit the camera.
Oh, it's not back here, okay.
It hit the camera. And then hit
a dangerous warning there, Bruno.
Now we see it.
Yeah, warning. Warning for Barça, of course, 12 minutes to go. And right now, Osasuna having the chances. Barça, after that goal, they haven't enjoyed too many opportunities. Let's see if the script can change in these final 10 minutes.
Can Barça win this game? Yes, no, or we need an Ansu goal? And for me, it's a definite 3. We need an Ansu goal.
For me also.
We need the magic of Ansu Fati, who can score in times of need. A little battle going on there between Balde and Elchimi Avila.
a lot of threes.
Balde has to be careful with
Balde
the
needs to be careful.
situation.
Balde needs to be careful because that was unnecessary, what he just did. Right. Barca playing in their own half. Balde's going to play it long. Gavi's going to chase it. Aitor comes out of his box to clear. Barca
Come on.
almost won it back to Sergio Busquets here. Careful now, because Osasuna are out and running. The cross blocked by Marcos Alonso, who I think is having a super performance.
This is the kind of game that can help set a tone for the rest of the season going into the World Cup break. Because every time Barca have needed a hero, for the most part this year, it's been Lewandowski.
Careful with that cross inside to stay in. Goes up in the air and catches.
Tonight it has to be somebody else. Bruno.
Balde and Timmy Avila shaking hands after what happened minutes ago. So everything solved between both of them.
Raphinha switch over to the left. In comes Gavi. Brings it down on his chest and passes to Pedri. Barca slowly building forward. Alba inside to Ansu Fati, who's playing as a striker now. Playing down the middle, which is what he likes. Barca with the slow cook here.
I'm nervous.
10 minutes remaining, plus added time. 1-1. Barca with 10 men. Our goal was scored by Pedri. With this, we're 3 points ahead of Real Madrid. Careful, careful, careful. Marcos got a little bit too casual and relaxed there. The ball played inside the box. Busquets behind Quique Garcia. Frankie de Jong clears for Barca after a cross coming in from the right.
Being brave and being risky involves the risk on this side too. So you have to know that it's there for both teams.
I think a couple of situations in which we've been a bit too casual, either with the passing or now Marcos Alonso thinking that either the ball was going out or that he had the situation under control. I mean, yeah, obviously fatigue plays a part in this as well. Osasuna going to play the long throw-in. Juan Cruz. Well, Quique Garcia, there was a handball in there. Everyone defending for Barca.
Barca needs to have a long possession just to calm down the situation. Yeah.
Clear handball there, no? Oh no, it was off his shoulder. Okay, Osasuna prepared to make their final round of substitutions.
It feels like they have done many.
Yeah. Feels like they've replaced their whole team and also have lots of yellow cards. Right, Bruno, is it going to happen now?
Yes, right now, final substitutions here for Osasuna, and it's Timmy Avila, the one who comes off for Budimir. Huge ovation of all El Sadar to Timmy Avila right now, who makes his way to the bench, and the other change is going to be Moy Gomez coming off, Quique Barja coming on, so Osasuna completing their 3 windows and their 5 substitutions.
Does it feel like one of those seasons to you? It feels like every time we get to the final 5-10 minutes, it didn't feel the same way last year. This year it feels like every time we're here, there's at least one extra push. It might not always result in points, but the push is there.
Yeah.
We'll see if it's there. We will see if it's there. Barca win the ball back in their own half.
Oh,
Pedri runs
Pedri.
away with the ball. A bit of skill there from our goal scorer tonight. So if this ends this way and Real Madrid win on Thursday, we're tied at points. They would be ahead of us because of the head-to-head, right?
Yeah.
Or at the moment is it goal difference? Oh, it's goal difference. at the
Barca
moment.
will be top of the league. You have to wait until the second game is played to count the head-to-head. So right now Barca has a better goal difference. They will stay top of the league virtually, of course, because I mean you lose. They lost in the first run of the competition. So it's kind of virtually second, but officially first.
Okay, thank you, Bruno.
But we are
for the
going to win this, so we don't have to worry about
Exactly.
that.
I like that.
I like that. I like that. Should we ask for some Barca love on the live chat? Try and encourage the team. Some hearts
Let's
for
get
Barca.
some hearts,
some Barca
Some balls,
hearts,
some
Barca
balls
hearts.
also. Let's see. Some croissants of
Ooh, I
chocolate.
like croissants today. Doesn't feel like an avocados kind of day. It feels like a croissants kind of
I
day.
am
Yeah.
wearing the avocado socks. They are the
Mira.
clutch charm. Look at that! Look at that!
Oh,
Look at that! Vamos! Raphinha! 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 Vamos! 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 Vamos!
See.
Okay, well, I mean, anything can happen here. Will this be allowed, disallowed? I mean, I don't know.
Come
Barca
on,
scored.
no.
Put the ball in the back of the net.
I was looking
It
at
was
your
an
socks.
amazing.
Raphinha scores. Will it count is the question.
Was it Frankie? Was it a Frankie assist? He's onside.
He's on side.
That's not offside, right? Not offside, no? I don't know. I mean,
I don't know. Yeah.
It was an amazing
it was
goal.
an amazing goal.
It
Great
was-
delivery by Frankie. Raphinha with the run in behind David Garcia, gets away from Juan Cruz, heads the ball right over Aitor Fernandez, who's off his line. Great awareness by Raphinha. Will it count? Will it count? Are they going to say he's 1/3 of a shoulder
Just
ahead
count
of
it.
the defender?
Just count it.
After everything we have
Let's see,
seen
because I
today.
think that a Barca player has gave a lighter to Gil Manzano in the celebration. Someone threw a lighter, so right now, due to the protocols, I think the game has to be interrupted until the speakers and the announcer says that, of course, spectators cannot throw objects to the field. But the goal is given. The goal. Incredible goal. Yes, and you have to announce in all the stadium that you cannot throw objects. Incredible goal by Raphinha. Incredible header. What a pass. Barca right now 2-1 up after being with 10 men in the first half after the red card to Lewandowski. The team are just 3 minutes and a half plus stoppage time to, I will say, get the best win of the season in what has been a really tough game. Right now the team has to defend this place outstanding
Bruno.
result. Barca 2-1 up, 3 minutes and a half remaining.
Bruno, you have to bring us some of those croissants. He was mentioning the croissants and the goals came.
Careful, careful, the cross
Careful,
inside the
careful.
box. Oof. Headed away by Marcos. Gavi punts the ball away. Now he's going to bring it down. How nervous are you guys on the edge
I think it's
of
the goal
seat?
I've celebrated the most in the last day.
More
Wow.
nervous now than I was at 1-1.
What?
And careful guys, because there's going to be a Barca debut. There's going to be a Barca debut in El Sadar. Chadi Riat is ready in the sideline.
That
Chadi
means-
Riat is going to make his debut for the club. What a game to debut. Incredible how brave also Xavi has been today with the substitutions. And Chadi Riat is ready in the sideline. There are no more croissants. The bag is empty, so we'll have to wait for another visit here to Osasuna.
Well, it was probably supposed to be PK, I would guess, right?
Well, I don't know. I mean, because Eric's there as well, so I think he
That's
wants.
true. That's true.
Well, I don't know.
Oh, this is going to be too long now.
Yeah. Why is the clock ticking like very slow?
Just keep defending.
The header goes wide. Vamos.
Keep defending.
Bruno, is the substitution happening now?
Yes, Xavi Real making his official debut for Barça, one of them that we'll always remember for sure. And Pedri is the one coming off. Incredible effort once again by Pedri, scoring the equalizer today. Pedri replays right now. He's gonna go for sure for the World Cup, and he will be back 31st December to face Espanyol. The applauses from Pedri to the Barça fans here, and Xavi Riyad making his debut for Barça. This youngster from La Masia, a centre back, and of course right now Frankie de Jong is going to move to midfield. Now they are chatting, Frankie and Xavi. Xavi will play in the left. He's a left-footed centre back. Marcos will assume, of course, the role as the veteran, playing in the right.
Two left-footed centre-backs. Fill the live chat with applauses, please, for Xavi Riyad, for Barça, for Raphinha, for the amazing number two. Round of applauses. Barça showing so much heart today, and we'll do hearts in a minute as well.
Can we get an updated table too? Yeah, well, when we come back to it, because that was the Barça is currently 1-1 with Osasuna table, but I want to see the Barça is up by a goal table.
The 37 points, right? Yeah, 37 points. Vamos, Barça!
Vamos, vamos.
1 minute remaining. How much at a time, Bruno? Is Gil Manzano going to give us like 12 minutes of extra football, do you think?
Could be.
Let me think a little bit. I think it has to be around 5 minutes, no more, I think, because they're having the changes, but Osasuna has made kind of double substitution. So, well, I will say 5 minutes will be the fair time to be added. Probably we're going to go to 6, not more, I think.
I was watching the game yesterday in Vallecas, and
Yeah, could have still been
It
played
was
today.
8, yeah.
Careful there.
That-
The run inside by Budimir.
That's another good.
go ahead, Bruno.
That's another good example, Spence. I think no, it's not a good example to take.
It felt like
stoppage time 10 games.
Well, no, that's what I'm saying.
Let's see, because now
Rayo didn't waste any
the
time.
fourth official is gonna be 4 minutes.
Vamos, vamos.
Wow.
Take that.
4 minutes.
I can't watch this.
Take that.
Gavi fighting for
That
the ball
one.
with Unai Garcia. Gavi pokes it away, and it's a throw into Osasuna. How nervous are you guys?
I can't breathe.
I have no nails, so I can't bite them. But this is probably the most nervous I've been for
In
a while
time,
now.
yeah.
Careful with that run by Quique Barja. Balde comes to close out. Quique Barja takes it to his right. The cross inside, headed away. Careful, Moncayola. Oh, good block.
Who blocked it?
Who
Xavi?
blocked it? Gavi.
Vamos.
Oh,
Why so it inside?
that's worthy of an airplane.
Gavi.
I saw it inside.
Right. Okay, wait a
Wow.
minute. Let me see it again. The cross by Quique Barja. Gavi.
I know, it was a
it's-
Osasuna
So Gavi
player.
clears with the header, and Nacho Vidal is the one who clears it away. So it's a goal kick to Barca. Gavi, fill the live chat with
Vamos.
airplanes for Gavi, because
With
he's
strong,
an airplane as well.
It's going to be crazy 3 minutes. Oh,
The flying Gavi.
come on, team. Vamos,
Oh, there was
vamos,
it
another
back,
one,
and Raphinha can run
another
away
one.
with the ball. He has no advantage here. He only has the support of Ansu Fati,
And
but
the
can
corner,
he hold on to it?
He's got the support of the
Here,
corner.
Here's Raphinha. Raphinha cuts
Oh,
inside the box.
vamos.
Throw Raphinha against the
Corner,
corner.
corner,
Vamos,
vamos,
Rafa.
vamos.
Yeah, buddy.
Vamos.
Yeah.
Vamos, Rafa.
Said this was going to be a game where the substitutions made impacts.
That's true, you said.
I'm tempted to give man of the match to Xavi today, honestly. Honestly. Because
My heart is
God.
going to explode. Oof. Still 1 minute.
That's for you, Rafa.
Take
That's
it
for you,
short.
Raphinha. Dedicating the goal to the fans. Barca are going to take the corner short. Obviously now Barca doing what we hate other teams do other times, but if you're allowed to do it, hey. Oh, Ansu! Ansu gets away. Ansu gets inside the box. The shot by Ansu goes over the crossbar. Minute and a half, Bruno.
We should have kept that ball
Yes,
longer.
minute and a half, guys, and well, we are really tense here, really nervous. Our cameraman Ignacio is actually gonna leave to the locker room to try to record some good content if we win. So yeah, I have to say, go to the locker room, Ignacio, because I believe we're gonna do it.
Okay. Right. We'll talk to you later, Bruno. Minute and 10 seconds.
I can't even
Quique
talk.
Barca, away from Raphinha.
Get
The
it
cross
away.
inside, the header away from Marcos. Is a corner kick. Corner kick. Feels like one final opportunity. Oh, they've taken it quick. In comes the cross. Too far. Vamos!
Vamos.
So Stegen, make this end here, please. Osasuna there. I think tried to surprise Barca,
Yeah.
but ultimately did us a favour. Guys, 25 seconds. What an important result this could be.
Also in morale, like you have fight against everything today.
Right, so Stegen's going to play the ball long. I think Gil Mantana's going to give some extra seconds here.
Yeah, that wouldn't be surprising.
Barca win it back.
See?
Barca win the game! Vamos! Yes! Sí! Vamos! Woo!
Vamos!
Vamos!
Wow.
Take that, rest of La Liga.
Hey, guys, why don't we, before we leave YouTube, fill the chat with Barca hearts, with Blaugrana hearts. Fill the chat with hearts,
Many.
please, because today it took a lot of heart for Barca to win this game. Raphinha with the winner, Pedri with the equalizer, being one man down, and this victory. Con estas victorias se ganan ligas, Irati.
Yeah, it's because it was everything against you, and then you say, okay, I don't care if you take Lewandowski out, I don't care if you allow a goal that was not allowed, I don't care if you don't allow Piqué to play the last minutes, I just go against that. And I thought today Xavi was brilliant with all the chances. The team did a great effort. They knew also how to suffer, and of course, it's those games that change everything and win titles, and really important also because that means that at least for a month and a half you are going to be top in La Liga.
You get a game where everything feels like you're up against a mountain. Lewandowski gets sent off for 2 yellows. There's a goal that shouldn't have counted that ends up counting. And what does Xavi do? He sits back, he lets his cards play out in front of him without making any rash decisions in the first half. No substitutions. Halftime comes. Pedri gets a quick goal. He makes 2 substitution windows late within 15 minutes of the game ending. And Barca get the goal. They get their hero in Raphinha tonight. What a game.
Can we go to Bruno and because the players are celebrating in front of the Barca fans. This is a very important victory for them.
Yes, guys, incredible faces from all the players that now are leaving to the locker room. Gavi also giving his shirt to some of the fans that were there in the first rows, and all the Barca fans, as you can expect. Well, incredible happiness here. Barca will go to the break, leading the table, leading the standings. Right now, it's 5 points above Real Madrid. Unexpected win, I think, for Barca after what happened in the 30th minute of the game with the red card to Lewandowski. So, guys, here people are really, really happy. Well, as you expect, of course, home support is not happy at all after this result. But the Blaugranas achieving the 3 points. And, well, we're going to hear reactions later on. But you can imagine that the feelings here are amazing for this club, for Barca, winning today in Pamplona. Amazing 3 points.
Wow, what a night, what a night. It started off horribly and it ends in the best way possible. Guys, keep showing the love on the live chat. We need to take a look at our predictions because I do have a feeling that someone got it right today. Who got it right? Irati?
Yay!
Irati got it right.
Leading.
Bravo.
I'm leading that also for the World Cup, like the team.
Well, should we go and pop it? Should we go and do it? Should we go and pop the confetti?
Vamos.
The third time this season, right?
Yeah, third time.
Wow.
Right, we need to make this look spectacular. So, Arnau, give us a bit of distance, and then you can kind of like point it that way.
You can help me because this wasn't a team effort today.
It was
Okay.
a team
Yeah.
effort.
It was a team effort. And it took a lot.
1,
2, 3. Vamos! Right, guys, we're gonna switch off from YouTube, switch off from Facebook, and go over to Barça TV Plus to see highlights, reactions, and all of the analysis, and celebrate this big Barça win. Vamos!